Tell the Lord to let me in. I feel like I'm born again. 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 Revelation, yeah. George Puss, okay. Okay. I'm just sitting here thinking about us. We only covered in the blood cause it come from our cuts. They say we made in God's image cause we made out of dust. But all the tears from the pain turn to dust in the mud. Heart to stomach like a punch to the gut. We've been praying to the sky, now we stuck in the rut. They built heaven on our lands while we looking above. See the world's greatest scam, these religions corrupt. But I'm just trying to free our minds cause we stuck. I know we've been asleep, but this our time to wake up. If God can watch us suffer, how they calling him just? With a world full of hate, how they say God is love.
I'm just sitting here thinking about you and all the mental anguish that you had me go through. You told me that you love me and I love you too. Cause I felt like I was nothing and that was the proof. You like it when I gravel, like when I'm not enough. You glory in my weakness, guess it make you look tough. Still trying to wrap my head around how you offer blood. I could never measure up, feels like I drowned in your flood. No rainbows on the other side, I only got it. Can't see or hear or feel you, but you want me to trust. We used to shine like gold, but now we turn to rust. But what do I know? To you, I'm only done. Cause dust don't have no opinion. Do as you're told, little one, get out your feelings. Cause dust don't have no opinion. Get out your feelings, you believe them, then you fooling yourself. I made you my everything, put me on the shelf. You like my desperation when I always need help. You mad at small infractions, steady getting your belt. What up, though, Bar? What I want to know is how you reason with the people that think jail cells is freedom and they ready to destroy the world for invisible kingdoms. You said your voice so, mine says unlimited, that's all you know. Kind of good coincidence had me by the throat. I launched my way out, now I gotta go. You want some, cause you say so. Dominating narratives and running the show. Violence be inherited, so sacrificial. I really want peace, you know I gotta go.
I just really want the truth to be told. So I'm pulling back the curtain, the illusion exposed. If the cards are on the table, it's just mirrors and smoke. Take the cat out of the bag so my people can know this God is a hoax. I'm laughing at this shit like a joke, but it ain't funny what they did to my kin and my folk. They told us Jesus paid the price, now we going for broke. Ain't no dead white savior on a stick gonna show us where to go or how to get the spirits invoked that our ancestors used to help them nurture and grow. I'm just trying to make them proud, hope they seeing my growth. If we really want some peace, then we gotta let go. You reason with the people who think jail cells is freedom by educating and freeing and teaching the ones that you can reach. Cause the rest who don't get it just
you said your voice so, mine says unlimited, that's all you know. Kind of good coincidence had me by the throat. I launched my way out, now I gotta go. You want some, cause you say so. Dominating narratives and running the show. Violence be inherited, so sacrificial. I really want peace, you know I gotta go.
I gotta know who that was that you had on that.
You're a little low, Volcy. What'd you say?
My bad. Hold on, give me a second.
I love her flow. She has such a little left eye low as well.
My bad, Hanji. What you said?
She has a Lisa Left Eye vibe.
Yeah,
Her
yeah. She is. Am I
flow.
better now?
Yeah, she bring that old school '90s vibe to it for sure.
You could hear a little bit of Mary too. When she got into
Mhm.
the second verse, I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And
She's
I'm talking
dope.
about
Am
old
I better
school
now?
Mary J. Yeah, we can hear you now. A lot better.
All right, great. Great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's amazing. Who was that, by the way, Bar?
Her name is Tierra Lloyd. She just made a TikTok, so like she can't like join the panel and stuff yet. But like, I met her through YouTube. She was subscribed to the YouTube channel, and she had hit me up, and she was like, you know, she makes music, and she sent me the music that she made. I'm like, man, look. I was like, I got this beat. And it got your fucking name on it. I'm gonna send it to you. And I just sent it to her, and she sent that shit back just like that. So shit.
Hey man. That's dope. Let me go ahead and share this
I'm ready
out.
when you ready though.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready for who if we have anybody in the queue, and then we can go ahead and definitely start the show. Hey y'all, definitely big shout out to Hanji, Ariel, and Art on the stage right now. We appreciate y'all. We miss y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. And of course, respect to all of the mods as well. If you want to talk about what we have on the board, it says, why should black people be Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite? That's if you can see it. And if you can't, we'll go ahead and expand it again, just so anybody could see it. We get some people in. We appreciate y'all for being here. And yeah, we don't believe that black people should be Muslim, Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite. We don't think white people should be Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite. Well, white people can't be Hebrew Israelite anyway. It's a cult. So, all right, Lawrence, go ahead and I'm sorry, go ahead.
I only came up to ask about the music, so if it's not the right time, I can drop down and maybe ask that at a different time.
Oh no, go ahead.
Art. Yeah, no, Art, you good. You good. Yeah. I'm playing the intro on YouTube anyway, so yeah, you good.
You have a song on your album called Scared of God, and it's probably lyrically one of my favorites. Just only because there were so many times where I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was me. Oh my God, yeah. And I just wanted to know what kind of fears about God stopped you from leaving the faith sooner than you could have had you not been as scared as you were, if that's a sensible question.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, as the main one was the fear of hell. You know, growing up, that was instilled early on, and you know, like they would just tell us about, like, you know, don't ask questions, being disobedient, you know, things like that is gonna lead you to, you know, eternal life of torment type shit. So, you know, my grandmama, she because when I was in Chicago, I was mainly, you know, at her house and I would spend the night with my grandparents, and you know, they were heavily into the church, and that's what they would tell us, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't question, because even though I never questioned God, they made it a point, you know, like, you know, we don't question God because we don't want to go to hell, and we, you know what I'm saying? We just follow Jesus Christ. That's what she told me. And so growing up, you know, the thought of it just made me like, well, I'm not gonna do nothing to piss God off. I don't want to be on Jesus' bad side. So, you know, there was no reason for me to question, you know, religion early on. And I know that's the case for other people as well. So I'm like, scared of God? Hell no, nigga, we ain't scared of God. I'm like, but see, like some things people think, but it's like, it's thinking that it's one thing. And then when you hear somebody else say it the same way you're thinking it, it goes, wait a minute, boy, I just said that on that song. And that's how I've been thinking. So I need to stand on that because somebody else just said it. I need to say it too. It is more so like a seeing is believing type of song. Like, yeah, the atheists, we ain't scared of God. But how often do we say it? How often do we say fuck God, fuck religion? I ain't scared of that bitch. Nobody puts those words together that way. So I'm like, fuck it, here we go. And that was the idea behind the song. It's just like I was saying at the listen party. Like I just wanted to hit him in the mouth. This is some in the mouth type shit, like bow, punch you in your shit. Like, nigga, we not scared of this shit. And we gotta say it, we gonna protest it, we gonna put it in our art, you know.
But
so yeah, that's the gist of it.
So do you know, like, because I totally agree. I had a period of being entirely afraid of the prospect of hell used to make me do shit that I wouldn't typically do if I didn't have that fear, right? So I just wonder, in writing a song like Scared of God, are you saying that, like, you're encouraging Hold on, I'm trying to. I haven't quite formulated the question fully, but in my listening to that song, I'm like, it's a bit of like a go right ahead and say fuck you, God. That's the kind of motivation that it gives me personally. But I'm just wondering whether that was your intention.
Yeah,
kind of liberating people to say, like, fuck you, God. Like, in whether like, I don't know what stage you're at your deconstruction. Like, I'm saying that this is what you're saying, or this is what I'm imagining that you're saying, right? Like, I don't know what stage you're at, but just give yourself a chance to just say fuck you, God, and see what happens. Yeah. Because I guarantee you it's not going to be as detrimental as you have made it out in your head to be. And then you kind of figure life out after that point. But we're so scared to even get to the fuck you, God point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. That's the vibe I was going for on that song. But, you know, like the stages I'm at right now, you know, I'm free. You know, it can't do shit for me or to me, you know. So I'm just trying to, like, that song was like, some of these songs are a little bit older than, like, they were written in 2024 or something like that. That was one of the songs that was written in like late 2024, early 2025. So, like, even at that point, I was still where I am now with my view on hell and stuff like that. But I'm like, other people need to hear this, and maybe that'll get them caught up to speed. Like, they're teaching us fear, but they calling it love, you know? That's the first thing you hear on the song. It's like, damn, you know, boy, that's not a loving thing to teach a child. So yeah, that was more so me expressing what I'm hoping other people thinking, but they don't get a chance to say. So maybe, like, you never say it out loud, but this song that you about to blast on your fucking speaker going nowhere fast in traffic, you know, maybe it does, you know, I was hoping it does something for them, like, you know, make them feel free and liberated, and, you know, curse them out. Shit, curse this shit, you know. So that's what that's the vibe I wanted to give to people. Yeah.
But, like, out of genuine curiosity, like, are you guys able to ever go back to when you were Christians and when you really did genuinely believe in this stuff? And, like, what is the thing you would say to that person if you knew what you know now? Like, what ways would you tell the you that was a believer? Like, because there were times where I want to get that, like, Men in Black neuralizer thing and bloop all of the memories that I have of ever believing in this shit in the way that I believed in this shit. I'm a pastor's child, and I was so fucking into this shit. Like, and sometimes I want to cry. Like, it genuinely puts a frog in my throat. Like, I want to cry about the person that I was who believed in this shit so desperately, because I wanted there to be a God. I wanted there to be an all-powerful, all-knowing being that would stop all the fuck shit that happens in the world. But the more I searched, the less I found. And I was like, well, that's totally the opposite of what the Bible says happens. Seek and you shall find. And that's not what was happening. So what was happening in your mind as a believer? And why do you think that we are more susceptible to being atheists? Because I would have never been able to cast lots and think that I would get to being an atheist. Like, you could have never told me when I was like a super believer that I would ever get to a point where I was like, fuck God. Like that could have never ever been a thing that could fathom, right? But now I'm looking at it like, shit, the more I look at it and the more I interact with you guys, knowing that there are other people, Black people, that think this way, I'm baffled and I'm bamboozled. And genuinely every single day I'm like, fuck. I
mean,
so what would you say to that person? Like, yeah.
Me as someone who's also a pastor's child, I would encourage them to look into the things that don't make sense to them, because even as a pastor child, even as one growing up, there were tons of things right now that I saw that didn't make sense, right? But I pushed it to the back of my head. I pushed it to the back of my head because I was afraid of the answers. I pushed it to the back of my head because these were not things that you were supposed to ask. You know what I mean? Like, I pushed it to the back of my head because, you know, God would give me the answers, but I would tell that young person to keep pushing. Yeah, I mean, because even from back then, people said that all the questions that I'm asking and all of the logic that I put into everything that I'm talking about, I'm going to end up not believing one day. You know what I mean? And I was afraid of that because just like you, I was like, there's never going to be to a point where I'm going to be like, oh, I don't believe in this anymore. I thought I was the same way. You know what I mean? I was afraid of me not believing anymore. You see what I mean? And if I could talk to that person back then, I would say, don't be afraid of that. Yeah, I mean, the people who don't believe are not, you know, sons and daughters of Satan. They're not working for the enemy. There is no enemy. Keep asking those questions. Yeah, I mean, keep being brave in your quest to find out the truth. Because it's like it's going to lead you to a spot one day where you're much more free and much more moral than you thought you were. You know what I mean? I always say that I'm a lot more moral now, not being Christian, than when I was, because there were a lot of things when I was Christian, a lot of immoral things that I believed, such as, or my framework back then led me to immoral conclusions, in my opinion. And one of the things that I would say definitely is around women. You know what I mean? Because Christianity keeps you in a very patriarchal state, a very chauvinistic and a sexist state. You see what I'm saying? Or mind frame. And back then, if a woman were to say that, you know, she was R-worded or harassed by somebody in the church, one of the first thing I would say is one of those, you know, what were you wearing type of things. You know what I'm saying? What were you wearing? Where were you? How come you were around those boys, et cetera, et cetera? I would blame the victim most times because my mind frame back then was to be patriarchal. You see what I'm saying? Like women belong to men, or men are the hunter creatures. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I was back then. It was dehumanizing to women. It was dehumanizing to men. You feel me? So I would say to myself back then to be brave, keep being brave, keep asking those questions, and there's a reason why they can't answer you. That's what I would say to my past self.
What do you I think that's a fantastic answer. I think that's a fantastic answer. But how do you reconcile the many years, especially as a PK, right? How do you reconcile the many years in which you indulged in this shit and maybe actually stirred other people in the wrong way? Because I think a lot of us have harm reduction in common, right? The thing we don't want to do is cause harm to other people, our peers and our loved ones and the people that we see, strangers alike, right? We want to minimize the harm that we, like our harm footprint, right? We want to minimize that as much as possible. But I think about the many years in which I spent being a worship leader, you know, stirring people in the most fucked up direction that I could possibly steer them into. And I think that, like, I feel so guilty, and that's probably the piece that I'm deconstructing right now. I've left Christianity a long time ago, but the piece that I'm having a hard time with is the
guilt,
harm that I know that I caused to other humans. And sometimes I don't sleep easy at night. I really don't when I think about that shit. And then I just wonder, like, okay, you guys are putting out projects that are speaking so incredibly spot on to the things that we all understand and relate with. But what do we do with the What do we do with the shit that we actually did do?
They do, yeah. That's a hard question to answer. Very, very, very difficult, because it's one of those things where, you know, you can't go back and change it. You really can't. So the harm that you cause, you have to recognize. Well, you already took the first step. You recognize that you cause harm, and number two, you have to accept the fact that you have to move forward, essentially, because we can't go back and undo it. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you can do right now is to try to undo the harm that you've caused in other ways. You know what I mean? Either you may not be able to speak to those people again, but you can stir other people in another direction. Now that I know that my mind frame back then was incorrect of blaming the victim, now I advocate for always believing the victim. You see what I'm saying? So like, even though like back then I spread those false harms to men that were younger than me, now that I'm at age now, I do everything that I can to undo that. That's why I want to be a mental health counselor, so I can talk to young men. I can talk to people who are in juvenile positions or in juvenile court and things like that, or any young men that I come across, whether they're teenagers or they're in their 20s, whether they're younger than me. I always talk to them about, you know, advocating for believing women, treating women with respect, being the type of upstanding right man that a woman can be with, and not just these, you know, proto or pseudo red pill guys. You see what I'm saying? So you can't go back to change what you've done, but moving forward, you can, as much as you can, try to reduce the harm that you caused or believed in the past. Does that make sense, Art?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, I think I have, I remember one time taking a friend, I was a musical theater kid as well, right? I remember the one thing, I went to this, like, I was in a play, met this guy, he was gay, and he was so talented.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also gone there with another girl that I used to go to church with, who was also a singer. She was also in the choir and the worship team. And we were doing this musical. It was called Hairspray. I'm sure a few people have heard of Hairspray.
Hairspray's dope.
We did this show, we did this show, and I was a dreamette in Hairspray. And it was so good. And so in the kind of breaks, we would all sing, but we were the Christian girls, right? And so sometimes we would sing worship music. And he was like, oh my God, I love that music. What is it that makes you guys sing the way that you sing in that way? Anyway, we were like, oh yeah, it's because of Jesus. And then we invited him over to church. And he came to church, and for whatever fucking reason, the preacher that day decided to be talking about homosexuality. And then this guy is gay as gay can be, and he has come to this service, and homosexuality is the subject of the day. And then the preacher decides to do an altar call, and the preacher is calling up anybody that's gay to come up, or anybody that struggles with these issues to come up, and is praying for people. And when I say, my friend, by the end of this thing, was so traumatized by the experience that he had at church. Mm-hmm. And I had no explanation. Like, I didn't have any way of like remedying that experience, right? You've brought a stranger to the house of God, where all of these things that you guys are always, raving on about, saying God is so good, church is amazing, you'll meet all these kind of cool people. And then this person has the most traumatic experience, people speaking in tongues over him, people trying to cast out the gay demon out of him, people trying to tell him that he's such an abomination, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, all of these kind of things. And he was left with such a sour taste of Christianity. And I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? He ran out of the church. Quiet.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Give me a second.
Give
me 1 second. Yeah, put him on mute, guys. Please put him on mute. All right. Yeah. So yeah, that's a hard one. Are you still in connection with that person?
Yeah, I mean, I literally like last month I messaged him on Facebook. We got to like meet up again. I apologized profusely. I was like, look, dude, I'm fucking by myself. I didn't even know that shit when I was a Christian kid. Like, I didn't know, or I was told that I could never have those kind of thoughts about my sexuality because I'm a Christian kid and I'm a pastor's child. Like, there was no way I could ever long story short, we've met up since then. We've had coffee since then. He's invited me to his wedding since then. We've had many hugs and apologies back and forth. But still, that was part of the harm. I've invited somebody to a space that I thought was safe, but they got traumatized. Do you know what I mean? Right. And I'm like, shit, I'm inviting you to get fucking traumatized by these people who think that your very existence is an abomination. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah. The only thing that you've already taken the right first step. You recognize your harm, and then you're able to connect back with that person and apologize for it and try to help them to heal from that. You know what I mean? That's really right now that's half the battle. If they would like to for you to be around for them to help heal that harm, and if they want to invite other people for you to help heal that harm, that would be even better. But right now you've taken the first steps. The only thing that you have to do for yourself now is forgive yourself. You know what I mean? Because if that person is willing to forgive you, you also have to be willing to forgive yourself. Does that make sense, Art? And Art, I don't want to cut you off, but we do have another guest. But go ahead and let's wrap up. I hope that everything I'm saying makes sense and helps you out.
No, I love it. I just wanted this conversation before somebody else came up. I'm okay to go on mute, but thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your input. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, yeah. W's in the chat for Art. Thank you so much.
I love you guys.
Love you, Nicole.
No, you can stay up. You can stay up
Don't go
here.
nowhere.
Thank you so much. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, you can stay up here. Appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all, shout out to Ariel, Hanji, Annie, and Nicole. Appreciate you. So all y'all for being here. Yeah, I remember y'all. Annie's Annie's the one that's she can get at y'all. She's tough. All right, she's tough as nails. So and Annie's tough as nails. That's why the last panel blocked her. Bar, remember that panel was on a few days ago?
I'm still traumatized
I
by
don't
that
speak to
fucking
him
panel.
anymore. I don't know who Bar is. That's why I get to everybody but him in his house. Because Bar, he the one who needs to mitigate harm. He, as an atheist, he's still leading people astray. He's still leading people to the line then to get blocked and spam chatted, just hate mail. It's his fault. Everything is his fault.
Well, I follow Be Easy in there, so he's the main culprit here.
Oh no. Here we go.
All right. Let's finally get to our guest. We have one of a kind. Kind, how's it going? Are you at least 21? And yes. Are you Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, Israelite? And are you a black person?
None of it.
Okay, you're not Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, Israelite.
Just holy according to Scripture.
You're just holy according to Scripture. Okay, let me ask this question. Hold on. Let me ask this question. Sir. Is Jesus your Lord and personal Savior?
Of course.
Okay, cool. You're a Christian. All right. So yeah, that's my second question.
Are you black?
Am I what?
Black.
Of course.
African descent. Okay.
Well, all colors, my brother.
All right.
Hey, can you be honest so we can have honest dialogue?
I'm being honest.
But you're not. You're not all colors.
I am. How come I not be all colors with all these freckles in my face?
Kind. Go ahead.
I'm black, my brother. I'm Niger.
All right, cool. Can you tell us? I'm gonna give you the chance to tell us why black people. I'm gonna give you the chance to tell us why black people should be Christian. Go ahead.
Why we should be Christians? I'm not a Christian.
Why should we follow Jesus Christ? Go ahead.
Why should you follow Yahshua? That's what you need to ask.
Go ahead. Tell us.
I'll tell you why. Isaiah 26 verse 4 tells you that we follow the God of the Hebrews. Allah in Hebrew mean the oak tree, the ram. So if the word Muhammad means the praised one, is Christ worthy to be praised? See,
I'm so confused.
I'm not going to confuse you, my brother.
Hold on, one of a kind. Hold on, kind. Listen, the reason why I'm confused is because Bar asks you, why should we be Christian? And you went on a rant about what the Bible says. We don't care about that. We care about why should we believe. Hold on, kind. Listen, we care about why should we believe what that says. That's what we care about.
I'm not a Christian, sir.
My guy, you're quoting the Bible. You said Jesus, your Lord and personal Savior. You're a Christian. So
okay,
the second question then becomes,
we should be
kind. My question is, why should we accept that as true?
Because I'm going to tell you why. Titus chapter 1, verse 1 through 12 said Christians are liars.
I don't care, bro. That doesn't matter. Why should we accept the Bible? Why should we accept the Bible as true?
Okay. May peace and blessing be upon you forever and always. Quran 3:55 says,
I think he's trolling us, y'all.
Jesus, I will make you sleep.
Yeah, I think he's trolling us.
Crucified, moat, and raised.
Okay, hold on. Because I wanted to make sure he got the chance to finish.
False doctrines over here. I'm like that.
Nicole, you remember theater class?
Hold on. Everybody hold on. I want to make sure you got the chance to finish telling us why we should be whatever you are, so we can tell you why we shouldn't be. Are you done?
Okay.
Are you done? Yes or no?
No, sir, I'm not done. Let me
finish. I'm gonna give you another minute. Finish telling us why we should do what you're doing, and then we're gonna tell you why we shouldn't. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 20:7 says, consecrate yourselves. The word consecrate means to be holy, set apart. Quran 3:55 says, indeed, Jesus, I will make you sleep and raise you to myself. Mutawafaka, crucified, confirmed with the scripture. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 5 through 21 says the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. And I will ask you again, the word Muhammad means one who's worthy to be praised. Is Christ worthy to be praised? I'm not a Christian, sir.
All right. So, once again, you're not really answering the question of why should we accept that as true.
I'm trying to make sure
go ahead.
I'm just trying to make sure he got it out. So when we start talking, he don't interrupt us, because I don't want to interrupt him. Are you done?
I'm not going to interrupt you. Psalms chapter 19, verse 5 said, God set a tabernacle with the sunlight as well as the Lord. When God come across the dark waters, he said, let there be light. He wasn't talking about Christ. He was talking about the sun.
All righty. Okay.
Right, go on mute. Now you're done.
Now your time is up. Now it's our turn. All right. Go ahead, Volcy.
All right. So, there's several problems here. The only thing that you've done right now is rant and rave about what some scripture says. We don't care about what it says, right? We don't accept that that's true. So the question then becomes, why should we accept that as true? Because you're simply saying that when Bar asks you, why should we do what you're doing? You're saying, oh, because of the Bible says this, that, and the third. Who cares? We don't know if that's true or not. Most of it is not true, as a matter of fact. And this Jesus character, we don't even know if he existed or not. So these things don't really answer the question that we're proposing here, especially when it comes to Black people of African descent, which you sound like. You know what I mean? So when it comes to us, why should we accept this foreign thing as true when we already had our own spirituality working over in Africa? You want to add anything into that, Bar?
He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's not so he don't follow Jesus. He follows Yehoshua, or he follows Yah. So we know that Black people, because he's talking about the God of Abraham. Whenever they get to talking about the God of Abraham and this Yah shit, they're Hebrew Israelites. We know that Black people are not Hebrew Israelites because we're not descendants of Canaan. We're not from Canaan. We're not from the land of Canaan. We're not Canaanites. We're not Israelites. We're not Jews.
But your question wouldn't work for him, Volcy, because he doesn't think he's Black. Like, what Bar said, within his cult or religion, he's not Black.
The word also says for me not to
remember when I gave you the floor to speak and I asked, were you done? And you said, yeah.
Go ahead, my brother.
And now you hear that there's a woman speaking. That's not your turn to cut in. Hold the fuck on. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he was gonna, pretty much surmise what I was gonna say. Like, they are very literal. He's gonna say the word Black means curse and everything like that. It's just a weird remix of Mormonism in a way. It's crazy. But he doesn't think he's black, so therefore you're gonna have to rephrase your question because, like he said earlier, he's not black. He's all colors. You know, he's not black. That's not something that's gonna he's not gonna comprehend that.
What is this person's name? One of a kind. Do you know what the Levant is?
Could you repeat your question, my brother?
Do you know where the Levant is?
No, sir. Could you tell me? Could you enlighten me?
Then you're not an Israelite. We are
I
not.
didn't say I was the Israelite, my brother. You didn't.
Do you think black people?
I'm number 6 and 5, my brother. I'm an Ishmaelite. Don't never forget a Ishmaelite. I'm a Gentile.
Oh, that's a new one now.
Okay, well, show me a black Israelite in America.
Okay, all right, hold on. That's not a new one. The Ishmaelites are what the Christians would. That's what they referred to the Arabs as during the like the pre-Islamic Arab. The
Arabs don't even know what they pray to, brother.
We're gonna keep you on mute for now. Go ahead, Bar.
The pre-Islamic Arabs were referred to as Ishmaelites. They were the Byzantine writers would refer to them as Hagarenes or Ishmaelites. We're not Ishmaelites either. That's what the Arabs, because if you look at the Arab Islamic tradition, they believe that they are descendants of Ishmael. We're not descendants of Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, none of that shit. So you're not an Arab, therefore you cannot be an Ishmaelite. You're not a descendant of Canaan. You're not Jewish, therefore you cannot be an Israelite. This none of this has anything to do with black people, African people. So you're not an Ishmaelite either. You don't know where the Levant is. The Levant region is where these people come from. You can't be these people if you don't know where they were originally inhabitants of. You can't be these people if you don't know where they are indigenous to. You know where Africa at, don't you? You've heard of Africa before, right? Of course you have. But you've never heard of the Levant. You don't know where the Levant is. I bet if I gave you a globe, you could point out where Africa is. And if I gave you that same globe and removed the words, you wouldn't know where the fuck an Ishmaelite or an Israelite was from. Can't be these people. If you did your DNA, your DNA does not trace back to Yemen, Iran, Iraq, or Iraq, Iran. It don't go back to that. Therefore, you cannot be them. Do you understand? Now it's your turn to come off mute and respond. Do you understand what I just said?
I've been understood before you spoke it. The word says in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27, God created male and female. I come from a dark place where rivers flow right here on Hebrew land in America. Carmel is the Red Sea, Judah. You forgot they struck the rock and parted the rivers, my brother? Did you forgot about the Elijah? No, did you? Excuse me, I didn't cut you out. Did you forget about the Elijah? The light that will come up amongst the brethren? The whole world is Persia. What's wrong with you, bro?
The whole world is Persia.
I said
the whole world is Persia.
I didn't cut you out. Ethiopia will be judged according to Zechariah. Philistines will be judged.
Kind, let me ask you a question.
5:16 said Israel will be judged. I thought Israel was a...
Guys, I just have a question real quick for you, Kind. When you woke up this morning, kind, when you woke up this morning, are you sure you didn't need to take like any type of medication or anything like that, bro? Because you're going a mile a minute and you're talking about things that we have no idea what you're talking about. We're gonna need you to slow down and actually address what we mean.
Okay, my brother, we'll slow down. The word tells us that God came from Teman. Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 3 and 4. The God of Teman is
Kind. I'm gonna pause you again. I'm gonna pause you again. We understand what that book says. The question is, why should we accept it as true?
Why should you accept it as true? Because the knowledge and wisdom that the sunlight exists, bro. Without sun, you don't have no light.
I don't think he understands what I mean.
I have a question as well. So, Kind, may I please ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are Israelite, why do you not share in the inheritance of those people there? Why do you not share in the wealth? Why do you not share in the goodness? Why hasn't the God chosen you or done the things that he promised to his chosen people for you? If you are a somebody who shares, you were written in the will, basically. Based on your logic, you're written in the will. Therefore, you share in the inheritance of these people. Why do you not see that in your life right now?
Because money is the ruler to all evil. I'm getting my blessing. I ain't worked in 10 months.
When?
I don't work.
When?
What?
Hey, hold up.
What I need to work for, I get my blessings.
Hold up.
What's wrong
Watch
with you?
this. Watch this. Do you vote?
Do I vote? No. I vote for me. I'm the winner.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
The fuck? You don't even vote. Therefore, what? Is that real? These people don't vote, really?
That felt like I was going psychosis.
Why y'all acting like this is so far-fetched? Like, these people do not live in the same reality as us. I wish Lawrence was on the panel, because honestly, when I tell you I used to have try to have so much empathy and grace and sympathy, and as I even listen to more panels and go out and venture in my own profession, they're not here. Like, that's why I say the DSM-TR6, it's going to have religious psychosis in it, or something about cults, because their mind is gone. They are not regulated to this reality. He said he don't vote. He said money is the root of all evil, but he gets, I don't know, he hasn't worked in 8-9 months, but he gets all the money. Like, they don't make sense. They talk in it's like a theater class almost. Like, you got to look at it as entertaining, because they cannot be taken seriously.
I've never seen them. So I had literally last week my first encounter with a Black Hebrew Israelite crew. They were just gathered, about 5 or 6 of them gathered at the corner outside of a train station.
Like roaches?
Saturdays
in England.
Saturdays.
And so they said, "Sister, we like your afro." So I was like, "Huh? I've never heard that shit." So they said, "Oh, we like your afro. Come and talk to us." So my fucking stupid ass went over there just because I was curious, and I've been listening to these lives talking about FBA and BHI and all of that shit. So I said, okay, and they were dressed in purple and yellow. They had insignias that were kind of yellow, gold, yellow and gold. Yeah, and so I went up to them. And then I said, okay, cool, like my afro. And they said, do you know you're a princess? And I said, no, I'm not. And then they said, do you know that you were chosen? And I said, chosen by whom? Who the fuck am I chosen by? And they said, Yawashimanama, whatever the fuck Lama, whatever. Yamashama. Yeah, literally. I was like,
Malakia?
No, it was Yamashimashmala. My ADHD kicked in. I was like, you
The thing is,
I didn't.
I wish y'all would have left him on the stage so he can say what he said on stage. So he can say what he said in the chat on stage. Right? Y'all be quick to drop motherfuckers. You asked him if he vote. He said no, he don't vote. But then he said, I represent Donald Trump, the only president name listed in the Bible twice. I be wanting people to hear this.
I'm not gonna lie, after that, I feel like I got 4 brain cells and they fighting for 7th and 8th place.
Because when you ask Black men if they vote, right, they say no, they don't vote, but they but they support the motherfuckers, you know, that want to make sure that he don't vote like Hassan Coleman said he can eat from the land. You can't eat from no land that you don't own, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there and try to hunt on land that the federal government owns and see what happens to you. You can't eat from no land that you do not own. Period.
He's what happens when you read the Bible and nothing else. When you only read the Bible, because if a person tells you they're an Ishmaelite and they're not an Arab, they don't know they don't know the first thing about the Bible, because because he said he's Niger, as he said.
Mm-hmm.
When the moment you said that, when you then said that you're an Ishmaelite, you lost all credibility. Because what the fuck are you talking about? You don't even know who you are. Ishmaelites are Arabs, everybody. You can fact check me and come back, and if you disagree, let me know. But Ishmaelites are Arabs. Rufus, how old are you?
51.
Christian, Muslim, Black, Hebrew, Israelite. Why are you in the vortex on the panel?
Well, I'm reading the top of the prompt. It's got question marks behind it, so I'm basically catching up to what y'all got going on. I'm kind of behind. I just joined. So
what is your race? What is your race?
I'm black, bro.
Okay,
I'm
are
black.
you Christian,
Black
Muslim?
American. So I'm a black Muslim in America.
You're what?
He's black Muslim in America.
All right. Are you mainstream Sunni?
Yeah.
I just want to clarify. NOI or mainstream Sunni?
Mainstream Sunni.
Okay, cool.
I want to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance to explain to all of these black people why we should be Muslim. Do not ask us a question. Just give us your. I'm going to give you the floor. Don't ask us shit. Just tell us why we should be Muslim. Is that cool? All right, go ahead.
Fine with me, bro. In all of my studies, bro, it led me to Islam, right? In all of my studies, I had studied Christianity, Buddhism, many other things, Jehovah's Witness, all of it. But in the end, what made me become Muslim was that Islam is basically a bunch of commands, right? And in those commands, is basically, if you take all of the books, all of the knowledge, all of this, all of that, and it's not just one book. If you just got the Quran, you don't have enough information, right? So you got to go to the other books of knowledge like Hadith and all these other books. It's the only book that I found, the person who, I ain't gonna say founded the religion or started the religion, they had every aspect of his life written down and how he handled things. And he was the only person that God corrected that was involved in the religion, right? So it made me choose Islam because it was easy to follow. It was self-explanatory, and they had an answer for basically just about anything you was gonna go through in life. So it suited what I was doing perfectly. So I went with it.
What's Buddhism, Rufus?
What is Buddhism?
Hold on, wait a minute. Are you done? Are you done explaining to us why we should be Muslim? Is that it?
No, I mean, I can't explain.
I don't think he never explained why we should.
No. I'm saying.
Wait a minute, hold up.
Okay,
Rufus.
let me.
He
Go ahead.
never explained why we should. He explained why he is.
Yeah, I know. He didn't understand.
Okay, now, why I think you should become. See, that's crazy.
All black people.
No, listen,
this is black people. Hold up.
Okay. Let me explain this.
This is black people.
Okay, understand this. Let me explain this.
You hold on, because I'm the host. I'm speaking. Hold on. I gave you the floor to answer the question. You started talking about you. Just hold up for a minute. Listen to the question. Explain why black people should be Christian. This conversation is about black people, the diaspora, not just you. So your sentence should begin like this. I think black people should be Muslim because XYZ. Go ahead.
And just to reiterate, y'all, his reasons were his studies led him to Islam. Islam is a bunch of commands and not just one book. Only book he found that had every aspect of the founder written down. Muhammad's the only person God corrected. I think that's untrue. Well, whatever. And it had an answer for everything that you go through in life. Not sure any of those reasons are sufficient for why black people should be Christian, But Rufus, please answer that question. Why should black people be, I'm sorry, I said Christian, Muslim. Why should black people as a whole become Muslim? You can unmute, brother. Give me a second. Let me give him the chance to. All right, you should be able to unmute your mic now. Go ahead. There we go.
To my understanding, in recent history, it's the only thing that we actually had a hand in as far as religion. Because when Islam was founded, the first Muslims went to Ethiopia and to Medina. Islam was persecuted in Mecca. It couldn't start in Mecca because the Prophet Muhammad was basically an outcast in Mecca. So the first Muslims, which was only about a handful of people, 15 to 20 people, he instructed those people to go to Ethiopia under the King Negus. And under the King Negus, Islam grew from there.
Cool.
And in Medina.
Right, Rufus, can you pause me real quick? Yeah, so you're saying that the spread of Islam happened with black people spreading Islam. Like there are prophets, not prophets, but like important figures in Islam that happen to be black. But there's also an important figure in Christianity that also happens to be black. And one of the first nations we all know, Ethiopia, also became one of the first Christian nations. So it spread through that as well. So when you said that we had a hand in spreading it, that doesn't make it true. No, it doesn't mean that we should follow it, especially since most of the a bunch of the Arab world is actually racist. So I'm not sure why we should follow a religion of not only was used to enslave us, but a lot of the people who do follow it don't even like us.
You should have seen the Albanian that was in B's live earlier.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here.
Well, hold up.
People
No,
don't
you need
need
to be. You need to be educated. Just hold up for a minute. Black people have no hand in creating Islam. Islam, this story that you're talking about Muslims being told to go to Ethiopia. I found out who it comes from. The guy who it comes from, his name is Ibn Ashaq. Is that right? Ibn Ashaq. We have nothing he wrote survives today. Not a single thing he wrote. We have no reason to accept that story. You mentioned the biography, or you mentioned Muhammad and his life or whatever like that, but we have no reason to accept the mythological tale about him either. His life, there's parts of his story that are superstition and folklore, just like all the other superstition and folklore. I don't think black people should accept fictional stories about a dude they claim was from Mecca.
Erically, bro, y'all sure?
Why are you even back up here? I don't even know. Go on mute because we're not even talking to you. Just hold up for a minute.
You a Muslim, you lie.
Be quiet, please.
I lie.
You said you. Okay.
It's not.
Don't worry about it.
One of a kind. You're just gonna get dropped.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You claim to be an Ishmaelite, and you only know. Yeah. So, are you familiar with how black people were? Because we just gonna go and get you caught up. Are you familiar with how black people were introduced to Islam? Rufus, I'm talking to you. Are you familiar with how black people were introduced to Islam? Somebody help this nigga come off mute.
Hold on, give me a second.
Y'all niggas interrupt, and then when I ask you a question, it's your time to talk. Y'all don't say shit.
Yeah, hit that little mic button on Rufus, and you can come off mute. There you go.
Do you know how black people were introduced to Islam?
Who, me? You talking to me, bro?
Yes, you're the only Muslim here.
Now, to my understanding, black people were the first black person that were introduced to it was Bilal, the black Bilal, the person who was the caller of the Adhan. And he was a slave.
Right. So answer the question then. When were black people introduced to Islam?
So if you're saying that the black people in Ethiopia weren't the first black people that were introduced to it, you go ahead and educate me. I want to know.
Because that story comes from a man who we have nothing from him, nothing from what he wrote survives today. Everything we know about him comes from a man like 100 years later who literally took out parts of the shit that he wrote and redacted it. His name is Ibn Hisham. Ibn Hisham is the person who compiled and redacted what Ibn Ishaq wrote, and he took out what he didn't like and kept the parts that he whatever fit his narrative. He kept it in. We cannot use that to justify anything. We cannot go off of that.
We can't use that. What about native Ethiopians? What have you spoken to any Ethiopians, bro?
No, I haven't.
Ethiopian.
You Ethiopian, bro?
Hold up, Sal. You good, Sal. Just give me a second. So Rufus, we're gonna skip past whatever you believe about Muslims going to Ethiopia. We're gonna skip that because we don't have nothing to justify that outside of someone who's redacted someone else's right. We're not using that. So you brought up Bilal. Bilal was a slave.
Mm-hmm.
He was according to the story, he was an African slave that was not freed by this Prophet Muhammad. Islam didn't free him. And then when y'all bring up Bilal, do you know what happened after Bilal?
What?
Right? Have you ever heard of the Zanj rebellion?
No, I haven't.
You have?
I haven't.
Right. The Zanj rebellion is where thousands of African slaves revolted against their Arab colonizer. So when y'all bring up Bilal, y'all are skipping steps in history and going back to, oh look, the one of the first people who accepted Islam was an African slave, and then they proceeded to enslave millions of Africans after this Bilal situation. Mm-hmm. So when I ask you how were black people introduced to Islam, the answer is slavery, captivity, colonization, conquest. When the Arab armies pulled up to North Africa, it was conquest. And I have a ex-Muslim friend of mine who will tell you, the Muslims get on the panel and they'll tell us all the time, during times of war, it's Muhammad or die. There is no allowance of indigenous practices when we come to conquer. No, Islam or die. That's how we were introduced to this religion. I don't think black people should practice a religion introduced to us through conquest, conquering, wartime. What do you say about what I just said? What do you say about what I just said?
We're gonna help him get off mute again.
Help him, Lord Jesus.
All right, hit that little mic button so you can get off mute.
Malakia's everywhere. I'm trying to tell you.
Malakia. Love it.
Rufus, come off of
mute, my guy. What is happening here?
Don't mute him again because he don't know how to fucking use the mute button. We're just gonna pray that he doesn't interrupt when he's being spoken to, and then I'm gonna try to give him a chance to speak afterwards. I don't know, but
Rufus, did you get a call or something?
Rufus,
My
look
goodness.
at the phone. Come off of mute. Damn.
Yeah, you're right, Sal. He probably is speaking it, and you thinking that he's saying something, but we can't hear him. All right, yeah, we're gonna give Rufus about 10. Oh, there he is.
He's off mute.
Finally. Sheesh.
Do you not have anything to say? Rufus? Is something wrong with your mic?
No, I had to take a call.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I apologize for my statement.
Okay, bro. I hope I didn't even hear what you said, bro.
Good. You didn't hear anything I just said.
I bet you didn't.
Bro, I didn't know. No, my wife called, bro. I didn't hear anything you said.
Okay, cool. So what I said was that Islam was introduced to us through conquest, colonialism, wartime.
Mm-hmm.
During times of war, it is Muhammad or die. You don't get a choice.
Mm-hmm. Now,
I don't think black people should practice. I don't think black people should practice religion.
I'm gonna say this about that, bro. That's a hell of a dilemma to be in, to either accept a religion or die.
But that's how we got it.
People, I understand that, but that's a hell of a dilemma to be in. That would be the equivalent to saying right now, if somebody showed up at your doorstep and presented you with two options, after you done fought to the death and you are all that remain, and somebody give you a dilemma now. You can either follow my religion and live, or you can die. And those people, they wanted to live after they had seen so much bloodshed. And if that's what happened, then you know that's what happened.
Do you think that is okay?
In warfare, a
I'm
lot of
asking
things
you.
not gonna be in
I'm
okay.
asking you for your personal. What is your moral opinion on it? Do you think it is okay for people today to practice a religion that was forced on their ancient ancestors? Yes or no?
If that's what they choose to do, it's their option to follow that.
No, it wasn't. No, it's not a
No,
choice.
this is what I'm saying. In this day and era.
Listen, sir.
No, this is what I'm
it's
saying.
still
In
not
this
a
day
choice.
and era.
It's still
Rufus,
not
I
a
know you
choice.
hear her.
It's still not a choice in this day and age because it's still forced on people.
No,
People
listen.
listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, go
People
ahead.
raise their kids in whatever religion they're in. That's you're forcing it on your kids. Children don't have a choice as to whether they can go to church or not. If their mother and father goes to church every Sunday, they don't have a choice in that. Right?
Well,
My mama made me go to church. I didn't have a choice to fucking go to church. Well, I did
we
after
all
I turned
went
16.
through
But
that in America.
listen, but I still didn't have a choice. You keep saying it's a choice. It's not a choice.
No. I said we all went through that.
I know, but it's
just
still.
like you
But
did.
you said it was a choice. It's not a choice. I didn't have a choice. I had to go.
But you got to understand this too. The reason why people practice religion is for moral
I'm not
foundation.
talking about that. I am talking about the fact that you said it is a choice. It is not a choice for millions of people.
I understand perfectly what you're saying, but I just want you to take in this right here. People practice religion from a moral standpoint.
I don't care.
Not any other standpoint.
That has nothing to do with
I don't
what you
believe
said.
in morals, to be honest.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That has nothing to do with what you said. You said it was a choice. And it's not a choice for millions of people.
As an adult, you spoke about children. As an adult, you could choose not to follow any religion.
No, but as an adult, you're already indoctrinated.
But we couldn't judge you for that. If
as
you
an
chose
adult,
not to follow any religion,
you're not
we
talking
couldn't
about
judge
what
you
I'm
for that.
talking about. You just talk a lot. As an adult, you're already indoctrinated. You already believe that you're going to hell if you don't believe in this God. As an adult. Now, I ain't never believed that because this shit is nonsensical. It don't make no sense. But as an adult, right, you already believe that you're going to hell if you don't believe in this God.
But that doesn't make you or me right.
What do you know, Rufus?
Because no, listen.
Rufus,
you can have your own
do you know
view,
what I
just
am
like
talking
I have
about?
my own view.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking
What am
about.
I
What I'm
talking
saying is
about?
that what I'm saying is
No,
that's your
sir.
choice.
What am I
saying
talking
that
about?
is your choice. You're saying that people are being forced to
They
practice
are.
religion. Now, what I'm saying is this: as an adult, you don't have to follow anything. People are choosing to follow religion.
Do you know
they
how
are not. Is what
indoctrination
I'm
works?
saying.
Listen, wait a minute, listen.
No, I don't
As
want to
adults,
listen
you
because
have-
first of all, you've been talking all over people. I don't want to listen. What I'm telling you is by the time you make 18, right, you have 18 years of a motherfucker telling you if you don't believe in this God, you're going to go to hell. 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 It is not a choice. It has
Guess what?
already been
Guess
it has
what?
already been
When I turn
drilled.
18,
It has
I done
already
stepped
been
foot in a church.
drilled. It has already been drilled into your head. Guess what? That doesn't mean you didn't believe. Just because you didn't, just because you didn't go to church.
No.
Sir,
That don't mean it.
Listen,
First of all, no.
You know how I know you believe? Because you were still searching for shit. How old are you now? How old are you now?
But a name like Rufus, he about 70.
And you still searching. You said that's how you came to Islam, because you were searching and researching. What you were searching and researching for if you didn't believe in a fucking God? What were you searching and researching if you didn't believe in God? Why were you researching Islam if you did not believe in God? What was you looking for? Why were you looking through Buddhism and all that, if you ain't believe in God, what was you looking for? Because when I stopped going to church, that was it. Give a fuck about no goddamn God. Because I didn't believe that shit in the first place. What am I going looking for a motherfucker I don't believe in?
That was you. You made your decision.
Again, no, Rufus, but listen to what I'm saying. The logical entailment of what you're saying is that, right, people can just stop doing whatever they do all the time. Your brain doesn't work like that. When you are
You got to speak for yourself.
No, sir, I can speak for you because you told me your brain. Rufus, I can speak for you because you just told me your brain doesn't work like that.
No, you can never speak
Yes,
for
I
me
can.
because
You just told me, first of all, get from under the covers. Get your finger off the, old man, get your finger off the bottom of the fucking microphone. You just told me that you were looking, you were researching. You researched Buddhism. You researched Christianity. You researched Islam for what? Can you tell me what you were looking for?
As the brother mentioned, he said you don't do anything without proof. And like I was about to say before you cut me off, there are millions of people.
Why were you looking for proof of a God you claim that you didn't have to believe in? That's my question. Why were you looking for proof of a fucking God that you say nobody has to believe in? Why was God even on your mind?
I believe in God wholeheartedly because of things I've been through in life and he pulled me through. Now, my life and your life is two different things.
Sir,
and you have
listen to what you are saying. You do not have the wherewithal to understand what you are even saying.
No, you are
agreeing with me. You are agreeing with me and you don't even know it.
No, I'm not agreeing with you at all for the simple fact it's people all over the country raised in Christian households, but they're not Christians. They don't even go to church. Even if their mother, father forced them to go to church. As soon as they can live on their own, they don't go to church.
Going to church has nothing to do with being Christian. Going to church has nothing to do with being Christian. You agree with me and you don't even know it.
All right, y'all. I think it's time we probably move on because we have another person on the stage that would like to speak. So let's just go ahead and move on to the next person. I don't think Rufus will ever get it. At the end of the day, Rufus, we're not gonna be the religion of orange slavers. All right. So all right. Appreciate y'all once again. Shout out to everybody. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Dolly. Dolly, give me a second. If you're watching over from the Black Atheist Rants channel, we appreciate y'all there. Thank y'all so much for watching us on Black Atheist Rants. If you're watching us over on the Deconstruction Junction, once again, appreciate you there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to go ahead and put a gift goal up. If you're watching me over on Volcy Thoughts, you as well, like and subscribe. My gift goal is up. And on the Black Atheist Coalition as well, the gift goal is up. If you're watching here on TikTok, remember to gift up Hanji, gift up Ariel, gift up Nicole, Annie, Lortz, and Sal. We appreciate y'all for being here, and we thank y'all so much for being part of our show. As y'all can see, Lortz is a firecracker, so is Annie, and she's not gonna let you get away with any of that bullshit. All right, they ain't gonna let you get away with that bullshit, y'all. So if you come up here, you better come prepared. Dolly, I hope you're ready. Are you at least 21, Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, Israelite, and are you a black person? Dolly, you there? You can go ahead and get off mute.
Sorry, I'm new to all this. Yeah, so I'm 58. I'm Christian, and I'm white.
Okay, cool. All right, so
okay?
we don't think. Yeah, it's fine. We do not think that black people should be Christian. Why do you think that we should be Christian? Matter of fact, you said you're white. I don't think that you should be Christian either. But why do you think that black people should be Christian?
Why do I think that black people should
Hold
be
up.
Christian?
Hey, I got a friend of mine in the chat right now. His name is Dugal, and he hosts the live. And he asked, his prompt is, white people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite. So if that's something you might be interested in speaking on, like in the future, you should follow Dugal. He's in the chat right now. Go and follow Dugal because he has this topic, but it's centered on the white people who never come up to talk to him, but come up to talk to us.
Okay.
Exactly.
How am I spelling that?
He's in the
Dugar.
chat. He just waved at you with the yellow
Oh,
hand.
hello, Dugar.
Follow him. It's
Gold.
Dugald, the bulldog.
Yeah, I
So
see
make
that.
sure you follow him.
I Dugar. Dugar.
I'm so
bulldog.
sorry. I just have a little bone to pick really quickly. Bar, I consider you my big brother, you know, like you're 54 or 56, depending on the day. And so I just wanted to ask, like, you know, like sometimes you hear British people and then you go, what? And how come you didn't do it this time? That's what.
Because I was biting. You don't know how bad I was biting my tongue, not saying it. So what you see is not what I wanted to say.
It's about like, so when it comes to black people, you will do it, but when it's like the others, you won't do it. Okay, cool. I just wanted to know where I stand, and now I do. So fuck you, anyway.
Yeah, in it, bruv. Anyway,
it took everything in me not to say it. So I was trying not to say it, and then here you come.
Literally, I know where I stand.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that, bruv. Don't be like that, bruv.
No, it's okay.
Dolly, you want put on water? Dolly, you want to put on water, mate? Fucking beans and toast, bruv. Sit your bottom in a chair.
That's the price.
It's mad.
What is that coconut? What? My glasses.
Horseradish. I was showing Lawrence. I found one. With
horseradish.
Try it.
It's fucking rubbish.
Oh, bad. That's hilarious.
That was pretty. What is that? That's pretty.
I found the other one, but I found this one. And
Coconut water. Coconut water is disgusting.
Coconut water.
Oh, listen. I thought so too. But I tasted a pineapple coconut water, and when I tell you, that shit was drinking a pina colada. That shit was great. I can't even lie.
Where'd you get that from? Is it like actual because regular coconut water, you know, that's gross. Like, I don't care what people, I know the health benefits.
It was in a refrigerator for like 4 days because I forgot I bought them to taste them. But I had a pineapple and a mango. The mango was good, but that pineapple one, that motherfucker was great. I drank that one sitting. It was so good.
I think we just had an ADHD moment. We so far away from the conversation. We had an ADHD moment.
Before we get back into the conversation, it's 143 people in here. Please tap the app. Tapping is clapping. It's 141 people. It's 160 a couple of minutes ago. But make sure you tap the app. Make sure you support the host. Support the people on the panel if you feel so moved. But tapping is clapping. Even if you don't like the dialogue or whatever is being spewed, you in here. You're taking up energy. You're in here. You're a number. So make sure you tap the app. Support the live. Let's keep it in the algorithm.
Exactly. Tap that screen. I want us to get to 15K within the next few minutes. Otherwise, one of them will shut off the comments, either Ariel or Annie or Lords. They'll shut off those comments real quick.
It's enough people. We need 20 by the top of the hour or else. So.
Oh, yeah. 20 by the top of the hour.
Because y'all otherwise really playing and shit. So 20 by the top of the hour, we're gonna just turn the comments off. Go ahead, Volcy. You talk to Dolly.
Oh yeah, Dolly. Let's give Dolly a few minutes before we move on. All right, Dolly. So we don't believe that black people should be Christian. We don't believe that even white people should be Christian. But why do you think we should be Christian?
So my belief is really that Jesus is all forgiving, merciful. The problem for me with, not that I know a great deal, about Islam, but, from what I've understood, listening to a lot of the lives is, so even sort of just as you're born, it's already written, in Allah's book, your destiny, whether you're good or bad.
No, but why should you said Jesus was all forgiving? Why do black people need forgiveness? What have we
I
done?
think we all, sorry. So basically, I think Jesus came here to teach us love. And I think we all need that. And he was no religion. He was a teacher.
So are you
of
saying
love.
that before Jesus, no one knew what love was?
No, I don't believe that. I think we knew. I think they knew what love was, but I just think it's because for me, he was perfection, and I think regardless of color or cultural differences, I think we all sin.
Gotcha. Okay, so the question then becomes, Dolly, is that we get that you believe that, right? The question then becomes is why should we accept that to be true?
Well, I can't tell other. So why? The reason I accept that to be true is what I've learned. I mean, I was brought up as a Roman Catholic, basically. And I really struggled with that. And like it was spoken before on the live, you know, you just follow what your parents sort of, what seems your normal. And then traveling.
So you were Catholic. You were Catholic. Yeah. Are you like Anglican now or mainstream Protestant?
Now I just go to church, like Christian church.
Gotcha. So you're mainstream Protestant.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're just mainstream Protestant. No, I got you. Understand. All right. So the thing becomes like I think you think that you're answering my question, but you're actually not. I'm not saying to say that. No, it's all good. I'm not saying to give me force me to believe it. I'm asking is like, how do we know this is actually true? Like, why should we accept everything that you're saying? You know, that everybody sins. Jesus came down to show us love. He's the Son of God, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All that, right? Why should anybody think that's true? And you said that you researched some stuff. From what you researched, like, did it ever give any evidence that Jesus, you know, was the son of the supreme ruler of the universe, and then he made himself pregnant with himself and to sacrifice himself to himself, and then flew to the sky like Superman, like what the Bible says? Like, what did you research to show that any of this was true?
So it's only my understanding, but in reading the Bible and understanding the Trinity, you know, I've really struggled with that to get my head around that. But I do believe, so the proof is here that Jesus walked the earth and that he taught love. But I also think, as I've understood it, it's basically three essences of God. So I believe, like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and God was sent in the form of flesh to teach the human race how to behave.
Ma'am, this has nothing to do with black people. This has nothing to do with black folks.
Well, doesn't it have something to do with everybody? Or
no,
no, we're not talking about everybody. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're not talking about everybody. Our question is specific. We're not talking about everybody.
Oh, well, I haven't seen that question. All I can get on my screen.
No, all good. It's all cut off. No, we're good. We're good. It's all cut off. But the thing is, that's why we're trying to clarify, because it's for black people specifically. But the thing is, like, we get everything that you're saying, right? But the question specifically towards black people, when it says that Jesus came here to teach us how to behave, et cetera, et cetera. Black people already had civilizations all over Africa. We were already behaving. We already had our morals and everything like that, right? So I get that Jesus came down for the people over in the Levant region, but he literally said that he came for them, people in the Levant region. Yeah. He didn't come from us in Africa. He didn't even come for y'all in Europe. You know what I mean? Y'all were doing your own Anglo-Saxon thing. I'm not sure if you're Irish or English, but y'all were doing your own. You're Irish. Oh, okay. So y'all were doing your own Celtic thing. Oh, if you're Irish, you definitely shouldn't be Christian. You should be Celtic. You know what I mean? You definitely shouldn't be Christian. But yeah, y'all were doing your own thing over there.
Anything after today.
Do you live in the United States?
No, I'm living in the UK.
You know she don't live in the United States. Talking like she on a pass of Harry Potter.
I don't live there. I live here.
Live in the UK. All right, cool.
You see, over here, Christianity. I'm sorry, my bad, folks. My bad.
No, I was gonna say the UK is having their own MAGA thing going on. It's called Reform. So that's all I was gonna say. So I'm not sure if she's influenced by that, but just like how we have MAGA over here in America, they have Reform over in the UK. I just wanted to point that out. But go ahead, Bar. My bad.
I was just gonna say, black people, we our relationship to Christianity is not like y'all. That's why y'all don't really have a say so on this conversation, because what Christianity does to you and for you is not the same as what is done to what has been used to do to us, and what it has done for us is not the same. You see Jesus Christ as this savior. Jesus Christ was a slave ship for black folks, so we shouldn't be Christian, man.
A
That's for
literal
y'all.
slave ship, might I add, a literal one.
It's a literal slave ship. If you want to practice that, with you and your white grandbabies and all that, that's cool.
No,
But,
my son isn't white.
oh, okay.
Okay.
And I doubt I'll be having white grandbabies either. Well, probably just a lighter shade of him. But yeah, do you know what, guys? I think I'm time wasting on your panel.
Yes.
And I'm going to listen and hopefully learn something. I've already learned something. So thank you very much for adding me on the live. And I'll stand down and I will listen. Thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Hey, we appreciate you, Dolly.
Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate anybody who's willing to talk. All right, so I've been seeing the comments of someone, Sandra Bilzer. I can't find her comment, but wherever she is, go ahead and invite her if anybody else can. He is risen. I invited you as well, so go ahead and come on up. And I think I interrupted somebody. Who was about to talk?
No, I just said I did already. I had sent her an invite.
Okay, all right, cool. Not a problem. And he is risen. I sent you an invite as well. We're waiting for you to come on up. Sal, we haven't heard a lot from you yet. We know you're friendly. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Not a problem. There is a lot of friendlies up here, but
I've been waiting on his ass to get up here with Bar. He's a friendly, but he be capping for them fucking Muslims. So I don't know that question.
Ariel said, wait a minute, this ain't what you want. Hold on. Go ahead. So what questions do you have for Bar?
Let me think. I think the thing that I realized the most in this live is that I lack a lot of foundational knowledge for me to actually ask critical questions. I think honestly listening has been the most beneficial thing that I could do, because it helps fill in the blanks and pieces of knowledge that I don't actually have. So I guess I'll hold off before I start asking questions, because I feel like eventually you guys will either tell me the answer or I'll fill in the blank myself. And I eventually will have smarter questions to ask.
Yeah, well, while I'm waiting on somebody to come up. I'll just, because you're black, right, Sal?
Amen.
And you Ethiopian, right? And you're ex-Muslim.
Amen.
Right. So Islam is written in Arabic by Arabs with an Arab prophet, and with Arab language, Arab culture deified. That's how I explain it. I explain it as like, Islam is Arab culture deified. It's Arab people, Arab language, Arab mythography, Arab imagery, Arab words, Arab everything. You got to eat like an Arab, talk like an Arab, live like an Arab to be a Muslim. The Arabs will literally get on the panel and tell you themselves that the Quran, the most holy and authentic revelation of the Quran is in Arabic. If you can't read it in Arabic, then you're not getting the full revelation from, you know what I'm saying?
I finished that the first time at 6 years old.
Yeah, that is damaging. That is harmful and damaging rhetoric to everyone who is not Arab, because that means to accept this religion, you have to put it above your own language and culture and spirituality and family, and you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't do that, and you shouldn't have to do that to be closer to this whatever divine power thingy. But like I told that black Muslim that was up here, and I'm glad you was able to hear that, we got Islam through conquest and wartime. They the Muslims, or it wasn't called Islam at the time, the Arabs, they were at war with the Byzantine Empire. And so they were conquering when Islam first arrived, or when the people who were following this prophet, when they first arrived, it was follow him or die. There was no they love to bring up how Islam had trade and all that, but that comes after the conquest and the wartime. We can't skip them unaliving and destroying cities and go to when they're trading. Mind you, the only reason why they were trading in the first place is they controlled the trade routes. They took over North Africa, the Middle East. They took all of that from the Romans.
Silver, salt.
So when they're taking over the spice trade, the trade infrastructure, when they're taking it over, we're not trading with Muslims because they want to do peaceful trade. You have no fucking choice. You have no choice because prior to the Arabs taking it over, it was controlled by the Romans. You had no choice then either. That's why Ethiopia, or that's why the Kingdom of Axum converted to Christianity, because you gonna get down or lay down. You're gonna do business with us, or you gonna get the fuck out of our way.
Respectfully. But so it was when Twin was talking earlier about like the whole origination or what happened between Mecca and Medina, right? I was like, he was mixing that shit up like crazy. And
yes, he was. I didn't get to that.
The reason,
but you're right. Mm-hmm.
This is the part where I'm getting curious, because it's like the story goes, he got kicked out of Mecca, he runs to Medina, and then from Medina he sends out 4 messengers, right? One of them to Negus, the Ethiopian king or whatever, right? And so that's what they always convinced us. Yeah, that's what they always convinced us. That's how Islam got to Africa or whatever. You feel me? But the first thing you said was that there is no proof that actually happened. And honestly, that got me thinking about it.
Because the guy who wrote it, or the first guy that mentioned it, we have nothing that he wrote. And the people who are copying what he wrote, they're purposely taking things out, putting things in to fit the narrative that they want to spread. We have no idea what his original shit was actually saying, because they redacted his shit. His name is Ibn Ishaq. They redacted his writings.
Mm-hmm. It was pure oral tradition for most of it, and then there's a mix up with the sick.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying anything substantial.
And so when we talk about Mecca and Medina, there's a lady who I can't listen. Her book, the book on this shit is hundreds of dollars. She charges a nigga
I was over there last March.
Her name is Patricia Crone, and she's the person that wrote about like Mecca and Medina and how this was a barren place and how there wouldn't have been any major trade infrastructure going on there, because not only was it out of the way, but it was a barren place. Now, I don't have her books,
people don't understand how barren it is. I'm not gonna hold you. I had to drive. I drove from Medina to Jeddah, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, it is genuinely like 8 hours of pure nothing but sand.
Exactly.
It's 8 hours straight,
right.
Nothing but sand. It's the damn near middle of nowhere. Like you, I swear to God, like the drive. So what's it called? When we took breaks, the other person who was driving, they straight went on TikTok, just driving straight. Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I was trying to find something on Mecca and Medina, or Mecca prior to, like we have nothing. Like there's nothing like. Because in Islam they talk about this area like it's just the trade hub, but no, there's nothing on it. The people that would have been trading with this in this region ain't writing nothing about it. They ain't leave a coin, a spackle, or sparkle. They left nothing. It wasn't. It's mentioned nowhere. So how was it a trade hub? And we don't know Mecca wasn't even a thing at that time. That area wasn't even called Mecca. But the entire religion is based on a nigga going from Mecca and Medina. This wasn't a place. These weren't things. So, when you start to dig into the historicity of Islam and their claims, it falls apart just like Christianity, and I feel like it's going to come a time where I'm going to have all this shit, all my ducks in a row when it comes to Islam, and they probably going to try to send BAR, to the upper room, man. Yeah, because what I'm reading and gathering and looking into, they're lying. Flat, straight up, they are lying. 100% lying.
Straight up.
I'm sorry. Last thing, the hadith, the sayings and teachings of Muhammad, all that shit comes like 400, 300 years later after the fact. All that shit in between is cap. Those are not even. We don't bro. It gets bad for Islam when you really start to critique what they're saying is evidence, and it gets bad. It gets bad because they I'll leave it there, but we can go ahead with the next person. Boss.
Gotcha. All right, so thank you so much for the convo, but we're gonna go ahead and speak to Geeks. I think that's his name. All right, Geeks. Thank you so much for joining us here. Are you at least 21? Are you Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, Israelite, and are you a black person?
Good morning, everyone. I'm black and I'm a Christian.
All right, cool. But are you at least 21?
Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah, we don't think that black people should be Christian because it was the religion of our enslavers and our colonizers, and we can't even show it to be true. Why do you think we should be Christian?
Because most of the civil rights leaders were Christians or Muslim.
So
do you think they wanted civil rights for black people because they were Christian and Muslim, or do you think it was because they were black and they were being discriminated against also?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question. Ask the question again.
Do you think that they did what they did because they were Christian and Muslim, or because they were black and being discriminated against also?
I think they did what they did because they were black and being discriminated, but they needed a higher power to also fight with them.
So you think the higher power is what helped black people in America? You don't think people dying and marching and putting their lives on the line, you don't think that had anything to do with it? You think it was God? This is a two-part question depending on how you answer. So you don't think it was that?
I think it was God. Because
okay. So if that's the case, why did we need to do anything? Why didn't God just stop it? If you think it's all God, why did we need to do? Why did there need to be a Martin Luther King and a Malcolm X? Why couldn't he just stop it?
Why did there need to be Moses? Why couldn't he just?
No, sir. Answer my question, because when I asked you, no. Answer my question, because when I asked you, you said it was God that did it. It wasn't the people. So let me ask you a question. Why didn't God just stop it? Why didn't he just stop it? Don't answer my question with another question. Just tell me, why didn't God just stop it?
You come off mute now.
Are we still in slavery right now?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
all right.
There are 49. Wait, Volcy. There are 49 million people that are enslaved around the world. So the answer is yes. So I'm asking you, if the people didn't need to do anything, if it was all God, why didn't he just stop it?
Because God uses human to accomplish his will.
No, you said it was all God. That's what you said. That's what you said. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that if humans never did anything, then nothing would change.
Exactly.
So then it's not God.
It is God, because God uses human to accomplish his will.
Well, that's not true, because you asked if we still had slavery. Yes, there are 49 million slaves still in the world today. He didn't do anything to stop that.
But wait, we're talking about American slavery, not for the rest of the world.
No. You asked, are there still slaves? And actually, there are still slaves, because slavery is abolished except for incarceration. So there are still slaves. They're just in jail.
That's no slavery.
Sir, it is slavery. According to the United States Constitution, it is slavery. Since you want to talk about the United States, do you know anything about our Constitution?
I have my bachelor's degree.
Sir, that's not what I
That's
asked
not what we
you.
asked
I
you.
asked you, do you know anything about our Constitution and the 13th Amendment?
Okay, I don't know.
Do you know anything about our Constitution? And I'm not going to hold on. I want you to answer my question. It's a yes or no question.
If you ask
Do
a
you know,
question,
sir, I want you to answer it. It's a yes or no question. Do you know anything about our Constitution and the 13th Amendment? It's a yes or no question.
if you ask a question, give someone a time to answer your question.
It's a yes or no question. Do you know anything about our Constitution or the 13th Amendment?
Are you gonna let me answer the question? I keep talking about it.
No, the only answer I want is yes or no.
Okay, if you stop talking, I will answer your question.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Hold on, geek. Hold on, geek. This is what we're gonna do. She already asked a question. We don't need you to bitch and moan about her like being aggressive with you. We don't need that, or not even being aggressive, being passionate with you. We don't need that. Just answer a yes or no. Just answer the damn question, bro. Stop bitching and moaning. I'm sorry about that. Lord, stop. You're doing it again. She's going to ask you the question again. We just need the yes or no. Lords, go ahead and ask the question again, please.
Do you know anything about the U.S. Constitution and the 13th Amendment?
You guys are not being fair on this panel, just to let you know.
All right.
It's a close-ended
No. This geek. We're gonna give you one more chance.
Just say
Either
yes
answer
or
the
no.
question or yes or no, or we're kicking you.
And it's
Lords,
okay to
please
say no. It's okay to say no.
say no. It really is.
All right.
Okay, yeah. There we go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to I'm sorry, I think it was Nailus.
Hello?
Hey, that guy is not your turn yet. Be quiet.
The Nailus was in the request. I don't know if they was up here first, but they was in the request first. So I don't know how you want to do it.
No, she was up here first. Is Naolus, then Artist, and then that guy. Naolus, how's it going?
Is it No Oasis? No Oasis?
I don't know it. You have to tell us what it is.
I think it might be No Oasis because I see the O comes.
Yeah, No Oasis. It might be No Oasis. Is that how we say it? No Oasis, the person with the cat in the picture.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
How old are you?
You're very low.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. How old are you?
22.
Christian, Muslim, Black, Hebrew, Israelite.
Muslim.
Are you black?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and explain. Listen to the question. Explain to us why black people should be Muslim. Not just you, but the group, because we're a group. Explain why black people should be Muslim. Go ahead.
For me, why black people?
Why black people?
Okay, I understand. Yeah, not only for me, but the reason black people should be Muslim is Islam doesn't really teach. It doesn't teach racism. It doesn't belittle black people at all. It shows equality to all races. It teaches the oneness of God, simple Tawheed, worship one God, obey Him, and He will grant you Jannah.
Did you know that millions of Africans, millions of black people were enslaved by Arabs? Did you know that?
Just because one is Arab does not mean they're Muslim.
Hold up, you said that I'm trying to make a point about the equality under Islam. Did you? I'm not gonna say Arab. I'll say Muslim. Then did you know that millions of black people were enslaved under Muslim rulership, Muslim colonizers? Did you know that?
Okay, no.
You didn't know that.
If you look,
do you know about the Arab slave trade? Do you know about anything about the Arab slave trade? Have you ever heard of that before?
Yeah, I've heard of the Arab slave trade, but now you are bringing Arabs into Islam, but not all Arabs are Muslim. For
what
example,
language is the Quran?
It does not.
What language is the Quran written in?
Now all Arabs are Muslim now. Just because
I just want you to answer the question.
Can you answer the question? My goodness.
Yeah, it's in Arabic.
Okay.
What race is the? That wasn't the end of that.
Yeah, he's
what
an
race
Arab.
is the what race is the prophet?
I answered your question. He's an Arab.
Okay. The people who wrote the people when according to tradition, when he was this is unlettered, illiterate man, the Quran was revealed to him. Who were the people that wrote it down? What race were they?
They were Arab.
What race of people brought Islam to Africa?
Arabs. That's what you're trying to say.
What race of people controlled the Saharan slave trade?
Arabs.
Right. So let's go back. Now that we have established Islam is an Arab.
Can I?
Hey,
explain
bomb.
No,
BOMB. Relax.
Let him finish.
Relax.
Wait a minute. Wait one moment now, sir. Wait one.
I haven't gone anywhere. So
Wait
why am I waiting?
one moment. No, I'm not talking to you. Would you shut the fuck up?
I'm sorry.
I'm not talking to you, bitch. You sneaking under the covers over there in the mother. Always a British Arab.
It slipped out. It slipped out.
Always a British Arab that got ran from his fucking country. Want to be a smart? You can't even go back to the fucking sand land, bitch. You gotta stay in the UK. You can't even go back to fucking sand land. Always a fucking British Arab with some bullshit, a British Muslim with bullshit. Nigga, you can't even go back to fucking sand land.
Mind you, he's black, Lords.
Crazy.
Oh, I know. They told you couldn't speak your fucking language anymore, but you gotta learn Arabic to read the
I
goddamn
can still speak
Quran.
my language.
But listen, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying they told you can't speak your fucking language anymore, but you have to learn Arabic to
Where
read
does
the
it say
fucking
that?
Quran.
In my
You
book,
have to
where
learn
does it say
Arabic to read the Quran.
Say I have to.
Hey, Noasis. It's a very simple.
She'll be back.
Oh, she'll be back. Okay, cool.
Give her like
Noasis.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Gotcha.
So we've
Gotcha.
already. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask. Noasis, it's a very, very simple question. In order to properly read the Quran, do you have to read it in Arabic?
Yeah.
There you go. That proves her entire point. All right, cool.
Okay,
So
that
why
makes
should
worse.
black people
Or
hold on,
more.
Oasis? No, on Oasis. Why should black people be the religion of our enslavers and be part of a culture where much of the people don't even like us? I know you're gonna say that the Quran doesn't objects to racism. Cool, but it's a fact of the matter is that black people who do their pilgrimage, they are subjected to racism from the Arab world. No one denies this. Like North Africans don't even North African Arabs don't even view themselves as African because that term African is associated with us. So why should we be a part of this culture or this religion? Why should we deify another religion over ours? And I have actually, before you answer that question, what part of Africa are you from? Like, where are your parents from?
Do I actually have to say that?
I just want to know. I'm just curious.
Sir, we don't know.
I'm from. I don't really want to say it though. Can I just?
All right,
We
fine.
don't care.
All right,
We
cool.
just
Oh my
want
God,
to
just
inquire
fucking
more
say it.
Because like
about
just
your
some stuff I don't
stance
like
in
to say.
Islam.
All right, fine. Whatever.
Can you give us a general area? Are they Northern African, Eastern African, Southern, Western? Just give us a general area. Are they West African, East African? You're on mute.
Take yourself off mute. Oh, there you go.
I said I'm from the West. Yeah.
Okay,
The western
good.
part. All right, cool. So you're from the western part. So yeah. Y'all over there got it through trading and shit. All right, cool. So why should hold on. Why should black people be part of the culture that are part of a religion that deifies another culture, and what's worse, many of the people within that culture don't even like us and don't even view us as human. And one of the words to describe us that labels us as black people is the same word for slave.
Literally.
Why should we be a part of this? Why are you even a part of this?
Okay, so you brought up why this religion is Arab, why it's brought down as a Arab language. But if you think about it, there is purpose to whatever God does. So if he brings it down in the Arabic language, he knows why he's done that. Because the Arabic language was rich
Sir,
in their culture.
can Can I ask can we talk about history, please? Because what we're telling you
We're not
about. Wait a minute,
really.
hold up,
We're
Narcissus.
doing too much
We're
now.
telling you about history and facts and things you can verify, and your reply to that is, "Well, God knows what He's
I haven't
doing."
even landed, but you guys are just kind of
No,
just
but
let me
your
land.
reply was that
Try and
if
let me
God
land.
brings it down in Arabic,
No,
then
because
this is
it's not
Arabic.
even it's not even that God has only brought revelation in Arabic.
No,
In
but sir,
previous
listen to
times,
what I'm
it
saying.
has not only been in
We've
Arabic,
given
it's been in
you
all other
we've given
languages.
you things that you can go back and fact check. We've given you things about history. That's what we've given you. Now you're about to give us something that is in your mind, because you don't have any evidence that God brought anything
Well, it's
down.
not really on my mind because, like, even if you go to someone that understands, like, let's just say, has perfected the Arabic language, they can understand this is a miracle. Like, this is not
See what I'm
even.
talking about? See what I'm talking about?
If you,
No,
like,
hold on.
okay.
Wait, I got you. No, give me a second, because I think you misunderstood her point. We get that the Quran, that y'all believe it's a miracle, whatever. What she's saying is that what we gave you is things that are factual, right? You can look this up. We know that Islam came into Africa through slavery and through trading, right? We know
Wait,
that
you say
hold on,
through
hold on, bro.
Okay,
Let me
okay,
finish.
my
Let me
bad.
just tell you.
My bad, bro.
We know that's no. Don't tell me to calm down. So we know that's how Africa.
Volcy. He was just saying my bad.
Okay, my bad. Sorry about that.
No,
All right,
he did tell Volcy to calm down. That bitch.
He
I
sure
keep telling
did.
y'all,
That's why I muted him.
I can't see shit, but I can hear a flea pissing on cotton in Mississippi. He did tell Volcy to calm down.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So we know that Islam came in through Africa through slavery and through trade, right? Primarily through slavery. We also know that much of the Arab world dislikes people of African descent. We also know that Northern Africans don't even view themselves as African because it's associated with us. And we also know, just as you already admitted, to properly read the Quran, it has to be read in Arabic, which means that it deifies another culture. So the question then becomes, given all this, why should we be part of this culture, right? And the thing that you gave to us was, well, this magic man in the sky said so. Like, that doesn't really tell us anything. We're giving you factual information, and you're telling us the super wizard spoke in Arabic. What can we do with that?
Let him get it out. Just let him get it out, y'all. Just let him get it out. Go ahead and respond. Go ahead and respond. You fighting with the mute button. Now it's your turn to talk. Go.
Okay, what was your question again? Repeat it one more.
If you wouldn't have been fighting with the mute button, you would have been paying attention. Right. Exactly. You weren't paying attention.
All right.
I seen it. I just didn't say nothing because I didn't want to be rude and
You
interrupt
saw me
Volcy,
and
right?
him, right? Back and fucking forth.
Back and forth with the mute, but I saw it. Yeah, I saw it
Yo,
too.
Ask him the question
Pay the fuck
again.
attention.
Ask him the question again.
I'm not
So
gonna
And
we
when a
should-
moderator mutes you, bitch, you stay fucking mute.
I'm gonna talk. Don't.
Shut
Okay,
the
great.
fuck up.
All right, great.
Go ahead, boss.
So the question then becomes, Jesus Christ, stop fighting with the
You
mute.
see?
Just stay
You
on
see?
mute. Thank you. All right, great. So again, we're gonna go through factual history. We know that Islam got into Africa primarily through slavery and through trading. We also know that much of the Arab world is racist, does not like black people. Plenty of Africans have gone to their pilgrimage and have been subjected to racism. We know that's true as well. We know that Northern Africans don't even view themselves as African. They view themselves as Arab because African is associated with us. Given all of this, the question then befell to you, why should we as black people be subjected to deifying another culture, and a culture that where most of the people don't even like us? Why should we be a part of that? This is all historical, factual information that you can look up. I'm not making any of this up. The answer you gave to us was the super wizard in the sky spoke Arabic and it's a miracle. That doesn't really respond to what we're saying here. The question, Oasis, is that why should we as black people be subjected to deifying another culture where most of the people within that culture do not even like us and in fact hate us? Why should we be a part of that? Now you can come off mute and answer that. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just gonna answer the one of your claims. I said, a magic man in the sky said, you should do so. I did not say that. First of all, we don't even believe Allah is a man at all. And second of all, I did not say just because he said so. I said there is, if you look at it, there's logical reasons to why it was revealed in Arabic. But that's all I was saying.
Okay, what are the logical
I said
reasons?
that's all I would say.
What are the logical reasons? Because you're still not making any sense. We know Islam is Arabic culture deified. You are not Arabic. You are a African man, a black man. Like, why why share a faith or religion with your counterparts who don't like you? They don't not even like is not even the word. They don't even
that's
humanize
not
you.
even the point. The point is we gave him facts that he could verify, and he started talking about miracles.
No, I did not come talk about
Yes, you did. You said because it was a miracle. You did say that.
I said logical reason.
No,
But,
sir. I'm talking about
okay,
before
wait.
this.
Let me
I'm
just
talking
try and
about
answer
when
your other
I'm talking about when I first asked you. You said it was a miracle. That is exactly what you said. So I'm trying to figure out what am I supposed to do with that.
Okay. Let me answer your other friend. What did she say? I forgot what she said, man.
She asked you what are the logical reasons, because you're still not making sense. So what are the logical reasons?
Oh yeah, she asked me what are the logical reasons. I said, first of all, God wouldn't just reveal something in a language just because, without no purpose. Second of all, the Arabs, they did not even believe in monotheism at all. They were pagans. They used to worship so many gods. And so from being pagans to now being strictly monotheistic, that's kind of a whole 360, like the Arabs somehow did. And even if you look at Arab history, you can see they did not like that, because if they were to worship one God,
I'm sorry. You already gave us two reasons. Just move on to the third one. We know the Arabs are pagan.
Yeah, that's the next reason. If they were to worship one God, the Kaaba that used to earn them so much money, they will lose so much money from that, because people used to come to there, trade, businesses used to happen, stuff used to be sold there. So that's how they will make their money most of the time. That's enough reasons that I could give you.
Okay, so the three logical reasons that you gave for why God revealed for why Allah, peace be upon them, revealed the thing in Arabic was because
be careful,
God
man.
won't reveal something.
I'm not
being careful on anything. I don't care.
Just be.
All right, so God wouldn't reveal something in a language.
Respect your religion.
But you're
don't have to
talking
respect
to
we don't respect pedophiles.
We don't have to respect your religion.
Period.
All right, so,
Police be upon him. Continue,
you're not
Volcy.
Muhammad. You're not Allah.
So wait, he still needs to. My bad, Volcy. Go ahead.
No, all good. So the reason you gave me, because Allah, he wasn't revealing something with no purpose. The Arabs were pagan, and worshiping one God was financially unsustainable. Those are the reasons. Those are the logical reasons. But the thing is, though, like, the Arabs can still make money even if they did worship one God, just like how the Byzantines made money and they worship one God. So that third reason seems stupid. The second reason is that they were pagan, but so what? Like, there were plenty of people who were pagan. Like, for example, the ancient Japanese were pagan, but God didn't reveal himself to the Muslim religion. He didn't reveal Islam to the Hindus, to the Indians, to the Japanese. So saying they were pagan is not a logical reason either. And the first one is once again because magic. You know what I mean? So your reasons aren't logical here.
Are these the reasons why black people should be Muslim?
Well, he said these are the reasons why Allah revealed the Quran in Arabic, because he wouldn't reveal with no purpose. The Arabs were pagan, and worshiping one God was financially unsustainable. But all of those, two of those are untrue. And the first one,
Allah revealed it in Arabic.
Yeah, you did. I was writing it down. Yeah, you did.
Let's get it clear. I'm about to give you the floor. I'm about to give you the floor. Hey, I'm about to give you the floor. Calm down. So what I'm about to do now is I want you to give us your reasons why black people in general. Don't speak about just you. Talk about why black people should be Muslim. Go ahead. Just give them the floor. Let them get it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
First, you say Islam was spread by, I don't know if you say spread by violence or...
You're giving your reasons why we should be Muslim. Don't waste your time. Go ahead.
I kind of gave you the reason when I first joined. I told you because Islam talks about Tawheed, the oneness of God, not to worship anything else besides him. It shows equality. It does not say a black man is better than a white man or a white man is better than a black man. Even the last speech of the Prophet, his final speech, he was talking about race. He said, no Arab is better than a non-Arab and a non-Arab is not better than an Arab. He showed equality. Even when his companions were belittled, a famous companion, Bilal, another companion belittled him, called him a son of a black slave. Bilal went to the Prophet. The Prophet got so angry with the guy that he went to him and told him to apologize to Bilal. He went to apologize to Bilal in public, bend down, sujood on, and ask for forgiveness. Islam shows that the religion is not supposed to diminish someone. It's not supposed to belittle another person at all. Everyone is equal. The only way one is not equal is by piety.
Okay, great. All right. So let me ask you a question. You said that Islam talks about the oneness of God. It doesn't show that the God exists. That's number one. But number two, you said anything about equality. Let's say that we accept that, right? Obviously, much of the Arab world isn't following that. That's number one. But the second thing that I would say is that even though it talks about those things, can you be a person that is anti-racist and equal for everybody without being Muslim? Yes or no?
You asked me, can you be anti-racist and still be Muslim?
No. Listen to the question. Can you be someone who's all about equality, all about anti-racism and not being a discriminatory person? Can you do all that and not be a Muslim?
Then you don't know what a Muslim is then.
You're not answering my question. I'm not asking what a Muslim is.
Okay, a Muslim. Okay, wait.
No, hold on. Hold on. Stop.
And then you.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh man, no.
That's not the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you, can you be anti-discriminatory, believe in equality, and not be a Muslim? Is that possible to do? You get off mute? Yes. Okay, cool. So equality is not a reason to be Muslim because you can do that without Islam, and we can't even show a God to be real. So the questions the two answers that you gave us of why we should be Muslim are basically non-answers. I'm gonna be quiet for a second. I want everybody else to go.
So you say you can't really show God is real. You're telling me technically everything came by chance. Like, for example, a simple smartphone.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm about to put him on mute. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, no, Aces.
Why am I being mute?
Because I'm talking. When you try to list off the disadvantages are the advantages of something. You're going to have to be able to market it. You're going to have to be able to sell it. You're going to have to lead with the benefits of it, not with these things that can be refuted. Like Volcy said, we know that Islam is not anti-racist. We know the Prophet Muhammad said coarse things about Bilal. Like, you have to sell it to me. You are going to sell this to the Black collective. I am a Black woman in the U.S. I am the great-granddaughter of a slave. How can Islam benefit me in my life? How can it benefit me as a Black woman?
Okay, do you agree human morals change?
Okay, so let's stop. Let's slow down. Because you about to take us down. You about to take us down a rabbit hole.
I'm not really taking down a rabbit hole. The other guy on top said, can you be
no? But she asked you to list the benefits.
I'm just explaining why.
She asked you to list the benefits.
Okay, but
The,
I'm just
the
explaining.
benefits of this for you are 1, 2, 3. List the benefits.
Okay, human morals change over time. Islam does not change. So whatever Islam says, it will stay until the end. Human morals change. You see humans saying, oh, this is normal, this is not normal. Back in the day, it would have been weird and looked down upon. But whatever Islam is saying, it will be still like that. Nothing will change.
So you're saying that a Muslim man can marry a 6-year-old like Muhammad did?
Then you're jahil.
I'm asking you. I don't know. I don't
saying
know
you're a
what the fuck you
jahil.
mean. I'm
You
asking
don't know
you.
what that means.
No benefits for this black woman who's a
I'm asking you.
great-granddaughter of a slave.
Can a Muslim man marry a 6-year-old and consummate the marriage when she's 9? Since it
A
don't change.
Muslim, if you look at that marriage, she even in the narration of the hadith, she said she was a woman and the people around her were a woman at that time.
She was playing with dolls.
Oh my days. In the hadith, it says she was a woman and the people around her were women. So even
9 years old is considered a woman?
And he even asks permission.
Wait. No, fuck that shit. 9 years
Father.
old is considered a woman? Is 9 years old considered a woman?
Do you think a 9-year-old is the same as a 9-year-old today? I mean, a 9-year-old.
Yes, you idiot.
It is.
Yes.
He was playing with dolls. Adolescence is still the same.
Okay,
It's the
you guys
same.
can,
What are you talking about?
You guys can,
You're gonna
you
piss
guys
me
can
off
go and
then. I asked you what's the benefits of this religion for me as a black woman. I'm in my late 30s. How can it benefit me? You start talking about PDF. You started being a rape apologist.
I can't believe y'all
abuse
still
apologist.
talking to a motherfucker that said, do you think a 9-year-old today is the same as a 9-year-old back then?
Okay, wait, just Google
we could
it.
drop him. No, we could drop him. We could drop him if I want. Yeah, go ahead and drop him. Because
Like, that's
that's
gross.
Gross.
He was offended by Hanji cussing at him, but when we talk about it being a PDF religion, he didn't have shit to say, and we see why. That ain't beneficial to nobody. A 9-year-old is a 9-year-old. A 9-year-old is the same today, tomorrow, forevermore. They play with dolls. Like, we know how the human body and the human psyche progress through information through sociologists and researchers and shit. That the 9-year-old was playing with fucking dolls. That's a 9-year-old. What the fuck?
It's 200 people in here. Hold on, Nicole. Sorry. It's 200 people in here. Okay. It's no reason for us not to be at 100K. And maybe y'all are missing the comments, or maybe y'all are just not coming in. So I'm just going to say it verbally. Caps are for moderators only. If you type in caps, I'm going to mute you. And then you're going to be in my inbox later. And I don't like that. So please stop typing in caps, friendly or otherwise. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I have a daughter. She's 7 and she's the most precious thing in my fucking world. And the thought of a 53-year-old, because the age is never consistent either, whether Muhammad was 40 or 50 or whatever the fuck age. I don't care how old that fucking man was. That was a man and that was a baby. And when they come here and they say a 9-year-old today is not the same as a 9-year-old, what the fuck has changed about the age of 9 between
9-year-old
then
hasn't
and
involved in
now?
puberty.
Not
So
the
I'm
fucking
like,
thing.
A 9-year-old is a 9-year-old. It doesn't matter what the fuck kind of age or era we're talking about. A child is a child.
And literal
This
child.
idea that they try and fucking put out there it doesn't matter where in the globe you're at, a child is a fucking child. That shit makes me angry to my core. It makes my blood boil. The idea that they try to justify that, because this kid was a different type of 9-year-old, this shit was justifiable. In what world is that
All
shit
I'm saying is,
justifiable?
scratch a Quran, you'll find a pedo. Scratch a Quran.
Every
like my daddy used to say,
time.
scratch a lie,
Every
you find a
time.
thief. Scratch a Quran, or Bible for that matter, you're going to find a man that is going to say that it's okay to sleep with a child.
Yeah.
Period.
You will. Well, yeah, you
And how
really
is it
will.
that we're supposed to what? So we're supposed to live and breathe the same fucking oxygen as these people who just like, I'm sorry, in my opinion, if you can apologize for grape, you're a grapist in my head. You don't have to do the act, but if you can justify that shit with your mouth, I'm sorry, you're one of them. What's the difference between you and them?
Chosen.
Why do you
Chosen,
think
can
they
come
stay
up?
in the religion?
Can you come up, Chosen?
But the religion allows them to do it. It allows them to be like this under the guise of religion, under the look, I believe in this. These are my beliefs. They do that because they are predatory. Like, it doesn't even make sense. They try to tone police, lords, Hanji, everybody in the comments, but y'all literal religious counterparts are PDFs. If you're a Christian, the triple K, all this other shit like that's, you should be more offended by that.
Chosen, can you come up? Because I want to ask you if you sleep with 6-year-olds. I want you to tell me.
I see Chosen say that he's not gonna come up. Yeah, on some coward shit. We already know.
Yeah, you sleep with 6-year-olds, Chosen?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to know.
Well, there's one more person that's looking to come up.
Which one of these people was first? Was it the guy?
It was artist.
The artist.
The artist. How old are you?
I'm 41. Tough panel, guys, but thank you.
Yeah, it's about to get tougher. You sound white.
Yeah, I'm YT, brother.
Christian Muslim.
Why do you think the panel is tough? Do you sleep with 6-year-olds?
Oh no, no.
Well, that's what we was talking about. We was talking
Ain't nothing
about.
tough about that, is
Listen,
no,
we
no.
were talking about
intelligence.
Hold up. We were talking about, sir. We were talking about a man who asked us, "What's the difference between?" Who told us that there was a difference between a 9-year-old back then and a 9-year-old now?
Oh no, I was listening. I was listening to the whole thing, man. I heard the whole thing.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I did a lot of time. I did a lot of time off of a 35 sentence. 35
Gotcha. So, artist, give me a second. Give me artist. Second, artist. All right, cool. So we found out that you're white. 21.
No, 41.
41. Okay, cool. Well, I was actually 21 or older, but 41. Great. Christian, Muslim?
Christian.
He is a Christian. All right, cool. I've been talking for a while, so if anybody else wants to go ahead and get in on this, you guys can go ahead. We do not believe that black people should be Christian because of it's the religion of our enslavers and our colonizers, and we have no evidence that is true. Why do you think we should be Christian? The panel will talk to you. Go ahead, artist. Let me get it out first, guys, and then you guys can go ahead. Go ahead, artist. Why do you think black people should be Christian? Go ahead.
I was just waiting for anybody else to speak. Okay, so
it's about to get rough.
I'm just gonna read. If you guys don't mind, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, if you don't mind.
We mind.
No, let him.
Okay, go ahead. Go, Bob. The host wants you to read the shit. Go ahead.
Why not?
Okay, I won't read it then if you oppose it, ma'am.
Go ahead and read it, brother.
You can go ahead and read it. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse what?
Okay. And now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in the mind, or be troubled neither by the Spirit, nor by the word, nor by the letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there coming a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. Remember you not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know withholding that he might be revealed.
All right. None of this tells us why we should believe in a God. You just started Bible study on us.
Hey, get to the punchline.
I'm not sure what's the. Can you get to the reason?
I'm gonna get to it. It further goes on and it speaks about great delusion or deception or strong drink. That great delusion is religions, all religions. Our great delusion is our leaders too. It's not just with religion. It's with our leaders also.
Okay, artists. I'm sorry to interrupt you again. Listen, we're asking why should black people accept this Christian religion as true, especially since it's the religion of our enslavers and our colonizers, and we cannot prove it to be true. And we had our own spirituality in Africa before this the spirituality came to the continent. So why should we accept it to be true? That's the question that we're trying to ask. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead. Everybody else, go ahead.
No, I understand. I don't expect you to believe it, and I don't want you to believe it, to be honest. And I'm a Christian. The reason why I don't want you to believe it is it was founded on slavery. Western society was lied to. And they weren't just lied to. They've been lied to for thousands of years. You know, when you start searching within yourself and believing in yourself, it's going to take you on a journey. And each journey is different, you know, for you, for me. And I don't expect you to be Christian. I don't expect you to be a Muslim.
No, I looked at your page. It looked like you took yourself on an LSD journey, which leads me back to my original. But I wanted to ask you, what you do time for? It was a D-Rugs?
No.
Can we just let him finish? Because he never really said why black people should be. Are you saying that we shouldn't, or what?
I'm saying that you shouldn't, man.
Like we got two other people on the panel.
I
Are
know.
you saying that we shouldn't?
No, I'm saying I shouldn't be Christian, and you shouldn't be Muslim either. And then I also say that you shouldn't be atheist.
I'm about to disconnect him, y'all, because he said we shouldn't be Christian, or he agrees with us. All right, cool. So cool. We're gonna let you down. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. It was that guy next. That guy. Thank you so much for being patient. We appreciate y'all. Just pause me real quick, y'all. We are almost at that big 100K, y'all. We are almost at that big 100K. So 100,000. We're gonna get there within the next few minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes to get us to 100,000. All right. If we don't get 100,000 in 5 minutes, one of the mods will cut off the comments until we get to that 100K. All right. So get us to that 100K, or else we're gonna cut off the comments. Shout out to you if you're watching us from Black Atheist Ranch channel. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to you if you're watching us from the Black Atheist Coalition. I do see a Hindi person that's in the Black Atheist Coalition. I appreciate you for being here. Okay, thank y'all so much. If you're watching us over from the Deconstruction Junction, we appreciate you there as well. And if you're watching us from TikTok, tap that screen. Let's get to 100K. And once we get to 100K, we will shout you out. Thank y'all so much. Remember to gift up the panel, gift up Hanji, gift up Ariel, Nicole, Annie, and Lords. We're gonna move over to that guy. That guy, how's it going? Are you at least 21? Are you Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite? And are you a black person?
Yeah, and I'm a Muslim and I'm black. Yeah, I don't been here before.
Muslim, black, over 21.
Do y'all all come together? Like what's it's like when it's one. It's like when it's one black Muslim, they all come together.
I'm black, and like mind you, I'm American too. So it's me come together.
I'm talking about the other. You're not the first black Muslim that came today. It's usually like we get a whole day of Christians or we get a whole day of Muslims. But you know,
yeah,
I just figured y'all come together.
because we obviously disagree with y'all, bro. Like,
all right,
this is
so
why
explain to you ain't even paying attention to what I just said, so I know you're gonna be trouble. But explain to us. I'm gonna give you what's up, Volcy.
No, I just wanted to clarify. Nation of Islam or mainstream Sunni or Shia?
Sunni.
Mainstream
Okay,
Sunni.
cool.
Okay, cool.
I'm about to give you the floor. I'm about to give you the floor. Do not ask us anything. Explain to us why black people should be Muslim. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think that black people should be Muslim because first, I believe that it is the true religion, and if those who are spiritual and believe in God, then and want to go to heaven, I feel like Islam is the route to do that. You feel me? The other guy already spoke on Tawheed, on oneness, on equality, on racism, but it is the simple fact that if you do believe in a God, not if you don't, but if you do believe in a God and plan on seeking the truth, then Islam is that said truth with many logical reasonings and proof over the years, with a Quran and book that had never been changed over 1,400 years. You feel me? So all these things within Islam will come together and will be the perfect religion to black people as a whole, or any individual that is seeking guidance. You know, and that's the main reason why I think black people should be Muslim.
What's your evidence
So let me.
that this is truth? Because I mean, I hear people saying this, but what is the evidence that this is true?
I cannot convince you with physical evidence or.
Hey, that guy, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so we're gonna go over his reasons, and then we're gonna respond to them. All right. So your number one reason, that guy was that it's true religion. Islam is true because his second one was Islam is true because reasons. The third one was never been changed for 1400 years. The fourth one is
you skip one. So I had the first one was because it's true. The second one was because like something about trying to get to heaven. I put trying to get to heaven on my paper. So
okay. I thought that was with the first one. Yeah, so true religion because if you're trying to get to heaven, it's the true one. Number two is it's true because because of reasons. Number three, never been changed for 1400 years.
Yeah, I got that one. And then he said it's equality, race,
equality,
no racism. We're gonna get to that.
Exactly. So because reasons, that's what I meant. So because reasons, never been changed for 1400 years, and perfect religion for seeking guidance. Now, Lords asked the question that I think we're all gonna ask is number one.
Demonstrate demonstrate that Islam is true. Go ahead.
I don't know that's fine. It'll be a very very difficult thing to do in front of a group of atheists, but okay, that's fine.
Okay, well then we can't go on. We can't move on to your second premise.
You can,
because we don't agree. Because we don't agree with the first one.
Okay, I can even speak on racism.
Hold up. Why are you why are you believing in something that you said is difficult for you to prove it true?
Oh yeah, because I said two atheists. If
because he means that we have to believe it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right, Lord.
We have to believe it so we can know it's true. We already have to believe it. Wait, sir. We already have to believe it, and then we'll know it's true. This is the only thing that works like that. We gotta believe first, and then we can look for the truth. But that doesn't make any sense. Because if you already believe it, why the fuck do you care if it's true or not?
Wait, hold on.
Right?
If you already believe in gravity, then finding the scientific reason why gravity exists.
We're just gonna stick to Islam because you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
We can prove gravity over and over and over again. It is demonstrable. It is falsifiable. It is repeatable. Right? We can prove that gravity exists over and over and over again. So can you do the same thing for your God?
Well, yeah, but in order for me to do that, it would be easier if you believe in God.
No, but sir, no. Listen. What I'm telling you is, if I didn't know anything about gravity, someone that knew about it, they could prove gravity to me. They could demonstrate it.
Yeah.
They could repeat this demonstration over and over, and they could try to falsify this demonstration. They could do that multiple times every day for the next 20 years. They could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the same thing for your God?
Okay, I would go to that person logic and tell them, look outside, look in the world, look in the universe,
look at the trees,
and all of these things.
So that guy, look at the trees
that exists.
So look at the trees. All right. So that guy here's
we're gonna scratch that.
issue.
Your God, we're gonna scratch that out. Your God is not true. Scratch that off. Okay. So your God is not true.
Point out that he listed off everything the last nigga said except the comment the nigga made about the 9-year-old. Why you didn't say nothing about that? Y'all are weird as fuck.
Question that needs to be answered. That guy.
Be answered.
We coming straight to that. So it's not true because you can't demonstrate it to be true. Do you?
How did you even get to?
You said there's no racism in Islam. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that Arabs enslaved black people for thousands of years using under Islamic law?
Falsifying it, yes.
Did you know that they enslaved black people for thousands of years under Islamic law? Did you know that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you know that the Arabs?
So we can. Yes, sir.
So we can.
No.
Because
wait.
you don't get to. You don't get to go in.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
No, we can
scratch
scratch that
that.
because you said
He's
it's not
speaking, not
racist.
me.
They enslaved black people for thousands of years. You said you knew it. Their slave trade started earlier and lasted longer than the
atheists
transatlantic
did
slave
too.
trade.
So
Okay,
I'm
you
just
sir,
believing
you have
God because I
no
was
listen,
enslaved.
sir.
Calm down,
sir,
brother. Calm. I know you spiraling. Calm down. Go
You
ahead.
have no proof of that. Just like you don't have no proof of your God. So we can scratch that. They enslaved black people for
proof of atheists enslaving black people ever?
Yeah.
There's no proof. The entire Atlantic slave trade had plenty of
you said it. What the fuck you asking me for?
Why are you crashing out?
Let me look up the atheist slave trade.
Because he know we coming to that 9-year-old, so he got to crash out before we get to it.
Why are you lying?
Okay, so you can scratch out number 2.
We're gonna scratch out we're gonna scratch that out.
Why y'all scratching out everything and not letting me speak? Like what?
So
you spoke.
All right,
You're doing everything but answering. Shut the fuck up.
All right, let me explain to him. Let me explain to him.
Hold on.
All right,
hold on,
so
folks.
that guy.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Bar. Go ahead.
Shit. Go ahead.
No, my bad. All right. So that guy, the reason why we scratched him out is that number one, you said that's the true religion, and then when we asked you to demonstrate it, you clearly couldn't. So now we have to move on to the next thing. When you said that, things about equality and stuff like that, clearly you already admitted that the Muslim world enslaved black people. So that's not equality at all. Hold on. That's not equality at all. And they actually invented one of the most pervasive forms of racism, which is anti-blackness. They invented it. So when we look at those two things, we can go ahead and scratch out number 2. So now let's move on to the number 3 things you said.
I'm not agreeing with any of this thing, so that's fine. You like.
All right, cool.
If you
so we'll go
agree
back
with
to the front.
No, well, but the thing is, wait a minute. Stop. It doesn't matter if you agree with it because you are supposed to be showing us, right? You couldn't demonstrate that this was true. You admitted that you couldn't demonstrate. Sir, you're lying because you admitted that you couldn't demonstrate it to us. You said that. You said you got to believe first.
Yes,
you admitted that you couldn't demonstrate it to us. So we scratched that.
Saying that you have never allowed me to speak on the Arab slave trade, on the history of racism, or any of those things.
No, but you said that they are not. But you said you could not demonstrate the opposite of number 2. You couldn't demonstrate the antithesis of number 2.
This is funny because I really want Black American Muslim worshippers to go to Arabic speaking countries. I promise you, they're going to be the utmost racist motherfuckers to you. I promise you. So you sitting there lying, not knowing the history of it, shows me your ignorance. Please go to these countries and tell them, Assalamu alaikum, and watch what happens. We had to deal with Albanian racist fuck talking about slavery. Oh, well, that's why you guys were enslaved, bitch. So were you. Because you were dark skinned too to the Arabs. So with that, keep that in mind. Go ahead.
Please. Okay. So
did you hear fucking word I said? Wait, I'm sorry. Bar, what is
racist.
number 2? What is number 2 again?
Number 2 is racism.
Okay, so prove that they were not racist to black people. Prove it.
Okay. So putting everything that Arabs did into the actual way of life of Islam is literally illogical because of the literal definition of what Islam is. It is the worship of one God and submitting to one God. So what does submitting to one God have to do with ungodly things or un-Islamic things that people are doing? If you're telling me that a Muslim sinned and you're blaming Islam on the Muslim that sinned, which is a sin in Islam, then you are illogical for doing said thing.
Sir, can you show us?
If they are racist,
hold up.
You're saying that Islam is wrong for them being racist. Like us, like what? Bro?
Listen, okay. Now your plane is landed. Okay, I'll let you finish. Okay. Did you know that the Quran condones slavery?
Okay. Where?
Surah 16 verse 71 through 75.
Okay. No,
And so when I
earlier hit a verse.
Wait, go ahead, Bar. What were you about to say? Because this nigga is spiraling. I don't know what's happening with this motherfucker.
Because
He just gave you the verse.
you asked about number 2. You asked about number 2.
No, what were you saying, Bar? Go ahead. Because
I was saying that
these motherfuckers need a little like
I
they should
don't
be
know.
needing propofol or some shit.
Baby, they need IEPs and everything.
He's saying they need Ritalin.
Because the way he's speaking as if what they did was un-Islamic, but the Quran condones slavery, and under Islamic law, it was thousands of years of enslaving black people under Islamic law. The Quran does not go against the law that they came up with.
Can you read the verse then? Because if you're using your definition as slavery and then taking a verse out of context, then that's
that bitch say your definition. There is only the definition. There is not your, sir. There is not your definition of slavery. There is only the. There is only the definition of slavery.
Slavery in history does not.
Sir, there is
the same thing in.
It is. It's the exact same thing. It is chattel slavery. I know you don't know what that word is because none of you niggas do. You think it has something to do with the way they were treated, but because y'all are dumb, you don't know words, and so you don't know what they mean. You think chattel slavery has something to do with the way in which they treat the slave, and that is not true.
Okay, well then, can I read the verse then? Because I'm not gonna just agree with you if you bring out a number of a chapter and then
Hey, that guy. Hey, that guy. Let me just ask you a question. First of all, change your batteries. But the second thing that I would say is that number one, do you agree with the definition of slavery is being owned by another person as property? Do you agree with that definition?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In this verse, were people being owned as property?
Show me the verse. Read the verse.
Can we read it?
That's a great.
Can I read it?
Volcy, that's a great. No, you asked me to read it. I got you, Volcy. That's a great question because it actually says that. So Surah 16 verse 71 says, Allah has bestowed his gifts of sustenance more freely on some of you than on others. Discrimination, picking favorites. Then it says, those more favored are not going to throw back their gifts to those whom their right hand possess. Right? Verse 75, if I skip down, because what's in between verse 71 and 75 is just talking about like other shit. But verse 75 says, Allah has set forth the parable of two men, one a slave under the dominion of another. He has no power of any sort, and the other a man on whom we have bestowed goodly favors, going back to 71, where it talks about one man being more freely those more favored. He's more favored. So we're referencing back to 71. Then it says, I'm gonna go back. It says, we have bestowed goodly favors from ourselves, and he spends thereof freely, privately, and publicly. Are the two equal? So the end of this verse is asking, is the man who we have favor for equal to the man that his right hand possesses? Right? And it says, by no means. It asks a question, and then it answers the question by saying, by no means. Praise be to Allah. But most of them understand not. So we literally have verses in the. I said Surah 16 verses 71 and verses 75. So it literally talks about a man we have favored possessing another man. The man we have given good favor to, is he equal to the man that his right hand possesses? That's the question that's being asked in the Quran. Then it goes on to say, are they equal? And then it answers the question and says, no, they're not equal.
So you're telling
Under
me
the eyes of Allah, the slave master and the slave are not equal. This is a revelation revealed in Arabic to Arabs first. Thus, the people who they have favored, use your context clues. The people that they are talking about favoring are Arabs.
Okay, so
under Islamic law, millions of black Africans were enslaved for thousands of years. Yes, I'm not lying. I just read you the verse in the Quran.
Like 71 literally says that they are equal. 71 literally says, whom their right hand possess, so that they may be equal with them in respect thereof.
And what
So
does
you just told
75
me-
say? Wait a minute. Hold
you
up.
just read something, but I'm reading it right now. That same verse.
I literally just
stuttering and yelling. Like, can you take a breath?
What is it?
Like, why would he lie for?
It's 71 and it's 71 and 75.
What's the chapter?
71, literally.
What's the chapter?
That's Surah 16, verse 71 and 75.
Yes, it literally says, and whom their right hands possess, so that they may be equal with them in respect thereof. So how are you getting?
So guy,
Like,
hey guy, you're lying by omission, because you're the one who brought up. Hold on, wait. You're the one who brought up saying that we should read this in context, right? And then you yourself didn't read this in context, because it says, hold on, wait, who's
what the fuck is that?
The hell is that?
Was it me?
He can't even read. Hey,
I went on Quran.com.
I knew that was
press
her.
it give that fucking song.
Okay, gotcha.
And I don't know how to stop
I don't fuck with no bomb threat now. We can't do nothing with that.
Hold on.
Disconnect so fast off this panel.
Yeah,
Y'all on your
Let me read.
He read the verse. He read it
Give me a
wrong.
second,
That's
yo.
why. Yeah,
He read the verse wrong. Yeah, he read the verse wrong.
He read it.
Because it says, and Allah has favored some of you over others in provision, but those who have been much favored would not share their wealth with bondspeople, slaves, in their possession, making them their equals.
So he said that they were favored.
So he said, hold on, guy. Who gave? Hold on, guy.
For M's is here. And Sapien is probably on the way, but
Yeah. We'll drop someone for us.
All right, I'm gonna drop you down, Nicole. I'm gonna drop you down for him.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello, bruv. Yeah, bring up
also,
M's.
I wanted to read something really quick because I hate it when y'all do the whole atheist slave trade thing.
Yeah,
Like, please show me the fucking source. Because there's a article you can go and read. It's on Cambridge. You are gonna have to pay for it, which I know y'all don't like to fucking use real resources. But anyways, historically, there's no distinction of an atheist slave trade because major historical slave trades, including transatlantic, Roman, and the Arab slave trades, were organized and legally justified by predominantly religious societies or states using theological frameworks, okay? There's no such fucking thing as an atheist slave trade. There has never been an atrocity done in the name of atheism. I don't know where y'all come up with that shit. Like, show me the source. Show me the book.
No,
You know what's crazy? I was
shit up.
still fucking talking. Ain't that weird? Show me the source of an atrocity that somebody committed and said for atheism before they pulled the trigger or something. Like, stop fucking lying. I hate it when y'all do that stupid shit.
So all I was saying is that
Yeah,
in the
don't need a
Olympic
response. I
trade
just wanted to read that. You can talk to
I'll just-
Ems.
All right, so guy, I got your M's. Because I want you to get this. So guy, when you read the verse, all it's saying is that those who were favored didn't make their slaves equal to them. That's all it says.
That's all it's saying.
Right. So hold on, guy. Listen. All the verse says is that the people who did have provisions didn't make their slaves equal to them. That's all it said. It didn't say that slaves are now equal to the to those with provisions. It doesn't say that. So if you say the verse says that, you're lying. Hold on, guy. Be quiet until I'm done. The verse does not say what you claimed. The verse says that the people who were rich had provisions did not make their slaves equal to them. That's all it says. It does not say that slaves and those with provisions are equal. I have it on the screen, my guy. You don't have to show your Quran. I already have it on the screen.
Doesn't have it. Everyone doesn't have it, but I'm saying you for what I read right here literally shows that whom their right hand possesses, so that may be that they may be equal. So you're saying that
Guy,
provision.
They're actually guy, you gotta be, come on, goodness.
He's crashing out.
So-
He's going through cognitive dissonance right on this
He's
panel.
doing it for a reason.
He's doing a lot of what about
says,
He's crashing
it
out.
literally says Allah has favored some of you with more worldly provisions than others.
They're richer.
Then those,
Let her-
sir, please shut the fuck up before I drop you, bitch. I'm trying to read the shit. Something is wrong with you. Allah has favored some of you with more worldly provisions than others. Then those who are more favored do not give away their provisions to their slaves, lest they become equal sharers in it. Do they then deny the favor of Allah?
And then when you add that with verse 75, it gets worse. Like you're reading just half of the sentence when the whole thing is not talking about what you're talking about. That's why I just put my head down.
Exactly. So he's talking about us not reading in context, and then he literally did not read the context. It's insane.
He skipped the context to read.
Skipped it.
Literally.
Just to say that they were equal. No, be quiet. You're gonna be quiet now, guy. Ims, go ahead.
Can you just catch me up so I have no idea what's happening. What even is this?
So we're going. I asked them. He's a black Muslim, so I asked him why should black people be Muslim. We're going down the list of his answers. The first list was that it's true, but he could not demonstrate it without us believing in a God. So we scratched that off. The second thing he said was equality and no racism in Islam. And before we dug more deeper,
I was just no racism in Islam.
He was saying that there is
literally makes fun of black people's faces, and your prophet makes fun of their hair. Like the entire parable of the Arabic language is describing people who are good as people with white faces, and people who are bad with black faces, and people who are good with white hearts, and people who are bad with black hearts.
Did you hear all that, guys?
There's a literal saying that says, "May God blacken your face."
Okay, and
yeah, that sounds very racist, guy.
Had nothing to do with skin, and you literally know it, brother. You literally know it.
How do you blacken somebody's face?
Okay, and
guy. How do you blacken somebody's face?
Brother, light.
Just answer the question. How do you blacken?
How do you light?
You're not going to explain my language to me, Habib.
Okay,
it has nothing to do with nur.
Yes, it does. It's the opposite of nur. It's the opposite.
No, it is bayyada wa sawwada. It has nothing to do with nur.
I'm talking about the
so don't try to speak a language you don't speak.
It
has nothing to do with nur. Again, it has nothing to do with nur.
Hold on, Ems. Hold on, that guy. That guy, keep putting you on mute because I want to hear Ems. I've never encountered Ems before, and what he's saying is profound. You keep doing a lot of whataboutisms. This is his culture. He's telling you that somebody that speaks the language, oh, this is what it says, this is what it don't say. That's like somebody telling me how to interpret African American vernacular English. No, that's not possible. So I'm gonna put you on mute and I'm gonna listen to him. Everybody's gonna chat panel. He's gonna educate us because he's more well versed in this than you and I.
Nur just means light. There is no saying that says may God lighten your face. It's may God whiten your face or may God blacken your face. It is sawada wa bayyada. It is not nur. So I don't know where you got that from. You mind telling me?
Okay, so are you saying that there is nothing that says about the nur that is being shown on someone's face when they are a believer? Are you saying that
this is not what I'm referencing, Habibi. This is not what I'm referencing.
I'm mentioning
those are two different things.
Reason.
Those are two different things, Habibi. Again, those are two different things. Bayyad Allah wajhak wa sawad Allah wajhak are two different. Like those mean whiten and blacken. It has nothing to do with your face has lightened up. Those are two different things. Two different expressions in the language.
Okay, so are you saying that someone who has light face, okay, someone who is lighter in skin and someone who is darker in skin, are you saying that both of them cannot have a blackness, or it just
that has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with the two different phrases? Again,
the context.
Me saying that your face has lightened up, as in somebody, for example, if somebody's happier, you say you've lightened up. For example, that is different than me saying your face is blackened.
Brother, why can't you answer the question? Because you're saying that this is
your question has nothing to do with what I asked, what I said.
Yes, it does.
You're just misconstruing. No, you're misconstruing two different parables. I'm lying.
Yes. I said you're.
How am I lying? Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
You're just don't be too
they have anything to do with skin color. Why are you implying, sir?
So it doesn't have to. So it doesn't have to do with skin color. So how do you blacken a face, please?
Obviously, it is talking about during. Okay, fine. It's talking about during sadness and sinners who show the lack of nur,
it has nothing.
Blackness under their eyes.
Let them continue, please. It has nothing to do with nur. Again, could you stop like using words you think make you sound smart when you don't even speak the language? Big nur over and over again doesn't do anything for you. Let's
So
use the
when
English.
there's blackness under your eyes, that is a part of blackness. When you are sad,
That has nothing
you have
to
no
do
sleep.
with the verse. That has nothing to do with the verse.
Prove it then. Prove it then. Please prove it.
Prove it. This is basically the basic like description of the words themselves in Arabic. Again,
No,
my God,
I'm
black
saying
in your
that-
face has nothing to do with having eye bags. Come on.
Brother, I'm saying that prove that my
Hey,
interpretation.
guys, can I pause real quick? 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 Guy, I just have a very, very clear question. Do you speak any Arabic at all?
Yes.
I know he doesn't.
read the Quran.
Clearly he doesn't.
I
I know
know
he doesn't.
a little
And,
bit.
you know what? Wait. You read the Quran. Let's put that to the test. Just give me the screen, please, if you can.
Wait.
Yeah, I got you.
hold on,
Go ahead
wait.
and someone put them.
I can recite.
Give him the screen,
multiple verses
please.
Right now.
You said
No, you said you read.
it.
You said you read.
Let's
Read
go.
multiple verses currently.
No,
That's fine.
let's go. Let's go. Don't
He's a
change
liar.
it now.
I
Go
can
ahead.
read multiple verses for you right now.
Okay.
Like,
Go,
if you want me to, I
go,
can read
go
multiple
ahead.
verses.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Read.
I know
read.
these verses right here. I can read it for
Sir,
you, sir.
No.
turn your camera
Yeah,
off.
having them memorized is not the same. Random page read.
Brother, you don't even have full screen.
Random page read.
Hold on. Let me give him the phone screen. I'll give you the full
Brother,
screen.
I'm
Hold
like,
up.
bro,
We
I'm
can't. I
learning.
can't give him. I can't
You're
give
a
him a
liar.
full screen unless I drop. Islam, I'm gonna drop you down, Islam. But request back up. I'm gonna drop you down, Islam. So I'm
Could
gonna
you
do
read,
like this.
please?
Hold up.
I'm in there right
I
now.
Give me a
switched
second.
it. My God, shut the fuck.
That is
Oh my
different.
God.
Learning it.
You're overstimulating the shit
You
out
can
of me.
learn.
I can read.
Learning it.
I'm trying to
you
tell
said-
the
you
host
said-
something. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, go ahead.
Not you, him. Damn, he's getting on my fucking nerves. Go ahead. There it is.
He's saying that he can read it. You didn't say you're learning. You said you can read it and you can speak it.
A little bit. That's
Go
what I
ahead and
said.
read.
A little bit.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
can say a
Read.
little bit.
Go ahead and read it.
I'm compare you. I'm gonna compare you to a random 3-year-old who lives in an Arab country. Go ahead.
Let's read. Go ahead.
Wait. No, yeah. Yes. Al Hadim. Wait, hold on.
Al Hadith, huh?
It's
What?
blurry.
It's blurry, huh?
Okay, yes. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Al Hamidi. Allah.
And what? Huh?
Allah.
What? Huh?
Wessel.
What?
Yo, brother, can I finish?
You sound like that song that just
Hey,
played.
brother, you're butchering it.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hold on, that's fine, brother. Make fun of me all you want. I will struggle, but I will try because
Let's go.
It
what I
is not
know.
about struggling. No, you're
You
not
said you
even,
can
you're not
read
even
it.
in the
You
ballpark.
said you can read.
Fine.
This is Alhamdulillahi alladhi wahaba. This has nothing to do with what you said. Those are two different. Like you
got it
just
wrong,
fucked
but-
up.
This is the Arabic reading rainbow.
No,
Let's
it is
do
not.
it.
It is not about getting,
The Arabic
it is not about getting it
Quran.
wrong. You know the words.
Okay.
You know the words he got wrong. He got the word "praise be to God" wrong.
The word,
Again,
okay, yeah.
ABC
Wow. Wow.
What's the letter though, sir?
Yikes on bikes.
Is how I said it. That's fine. Hey, make
Yeah,
fun of me.
don't say that you
It
speak
was
Arabic.
hilarious for pointing at that.
Embarrassing.
That's
Each
funny
letter,
as fuck.
what you call?
Oh
it?
my
I
God.
hope that gets flipped.
That's fine. But each letter, I'm still
Embarrassing.
correct on each
How
letter.
do
I just
you
did it in the wrong
fuck
way.
up praise be? How many times do you think they say praise be to God in
Well,
the
they pray
Quran?
like 10 times a
How
day.
many
So.
times do they say
Sure,
praise be to
that's
God, you
10,
think,
sure.
in the Quran? Right?
Thousands.
You're right.
Are we gonna go back to the conversation, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, we can. But why did you lie about
Not
speaking
speak
Arabic?
Huh? I
You
said
don't speak
read a little bit.
You said that. You said I can speak, and then when you were asked if you can read, you said you can read the Quran.
Yes, I can speak out and recite Quran. That is speaking. So
No,
That's
no,
not the
reciting the
same thing as
Quran.
reading.
If I
Any-
wait. If I recite a Spanish song, does that mean I speak Spanish?
if you can read it and hold on, wait, what?
Guys,
If I recite a
listen to the
Spanish
question.
song,
M's, yes, yes.
Oh, really? So I speak Spanish now.
You can speak that song, yes. Like, what are you saying?
I can speak that
Obviously,
song. You speak a
That's
song.
called reciting.
Can,
which
can,
is
can,
what
y'all,
you're
can y'all pause?
saying.
Hold on. Can everybody pause real quick? Everybody pause real quick. Guy. I'm not sure what's going on here. If you're being purposely disingenuous or if you genuinely don't understand what we're saying. Me singing a song in Korean does not mean I can actually speak Korean. Those are not the same thing. My wife, for example, hold on, guy, be quiet for a second. My wife, for example, is Jamaican. She doesn't speak Haitian Creole at all. But if I put a Haitian Creole song right now that she knows about, she'll be able to say the words. Does she know what the fuck she's saying? Can she go to Haiti right now and speak to the people? She can't. So you being able to recite some Quranic verses does not mean you speak Arabic. Those are not the same thing, bro.
If I said I know it a little bit and can read the actual letters, how's I wrong with what I said for me
Because
personally?
you can't even like word out the letters.
I
That is the sad
got
part.
each letter right. No. I got each letter right. I just said it in the.
You
How
didn't.
old are you?
No, you don't. You don't.
Yes, I did. I got the.
No, you didn't.
The,
We can test it again. You didn't.
I got the Aleph, the M, the
M.
Allah.
Huh? The M. What is an M in Arabic? What is an M in Arabic?
Guy, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Pause again, guy. You cannot be just this disingenuous. No one's trying to trap you, bro. You don't know how to read Arabic. You don't know how to speak Arabic, because we have an Arabic person right on the stage who opened the Quran and told you to read it, and he looked at it and said, "You're saying gibberish." Okay, you do not know how to read or speak this language. Period. Just we're not trying to trap you, bro. Just stop all that.
That's fine.
Just move on.
Still go back
Please.
to the verse where y'all are being disingenuous about what the verse was saying, and M can literally.
That
speak on it
guy,
too.
calm down, relax your shoulders. Nobody's
I
attacking you.
stutter.
Calm. I know that's cool. I have a speech impediment too. It comes from trauma. But calm down, relax your shoulders. Calm down. Your speech is so
I'm getting
hurried.
jumped.
But your speech is so hurried.
Sir, stop lying, bitch. I'm about to drop you. Stop lying. Nobody's jumping you. You came up here.
Nobody's
of your-
jumping you.
You came up here of your own free will. You knew how many people were up here when you came up here. Stop lying. Stop being. Listen, felonious monk.
I'll stop. All right. So can
We can get back
we
to
get
it.
back to verse
We can get back to
16?
it.
I mean,
Yeah, we can get back to it. M's. Hold on. I'm sorry, buddy. M's. If you have the Quran still, we were on Surah An-Nal 16, 71.
71 and 75.
Yeah, if you can get that for us, please, and see if we're reading it right. Thank you.
Your understanding of it, so I can see if you're reading it right.
Okay, so I'm reading it from Quran.com, so I'm not sure if they get it right either. But it says here in Allah.
Source, but yeah.
Okay, gotcha. It says, "And Allah has favored some of you over others in provision, but those who have been favored would not share with their wealth with bondspeople." I'm gonna say that means slave in their possession, making them equals. Do they then deny Allah's favor? From reading from this, it's simply saying that there are some people who are rich and they never share their richness with their slaves to make them equals. Am I reading that right, Ems?
I'll check the Arabic one second.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know if our English
Don't talk.
translation is different.
Don't talk. Don't talk. No, but what are you talking? Why are you talking?
We're waiting for Ems because he's the person that actually speaks the language. He's gonna read it to me and say if I get the right interpretation. Go ahead. We're waiting for Ems. Stay on mute.
Hey, while we waiting for M's, go ahead.
Okay.
What I'm about to say is not relevant. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Ems.
My bad.
Habibi, come back. Just go ahead and read it.
So it is pretty much just saying that God has given some people more like income and blessings than others. So those with more blessings, when they
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Wait, he's not done. He went on mute again.
That's fine.
He probably got a call.
I agree with that. That's fine. That's what I would tell
it says that so those who have been favored, when it comes to not sharing their wealth with those slaves that they own, are they?
Ames, you keep going in and out. I'm not sure if you know.
I know. I'm just going back to see the person coming in back again. So it says, so those, like, if they don't share that those who have been more favored with their wealth, if they share it with the slaves in their possession, making them equal to them, are they not doing that to negate or discard God's favor upon them?
Gotcha.
So they talk about the slaves that the people own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't say don't have
Nice.
slaves.
Slavery. Yeah.
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 Okay.
And
And
verse
then it
so,
says that he allows
and
it. It's
75
history.
and 75
It is a
M's
no. Yeah.
Okay.
and 75 M's. So M's is going to go and read this Surah 16 verse 75 in Arabic, and he's going to come back and tell us. So
basically exactly what we said.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Verse 71 does not do what he thinks it does. It's talking about the favor, the provisions that God is giving one group over the enslaved by that said group. So it's not denouncing slavery. It's not even
The other one is just saying that God gives you an example of a slave who has nothing, no money, no ability to do anything, and then a free man who has a lot of like income and wealth, blessings generally, and he gives from it openly and in secret. Are they equal in the eyes of Allah? A lot of them do not know, referring to the people.
So one gives in charity and the other doesn't, and that is why they are not equal. Yeah.
But that wasn't the point, sir. That's not why we were.
One is a slave. One is a slave who's unable to do anything.
Yes.
that was the yeah. So the point is
hold on, but the scholars show in the
By the way, you do know that if a master kills there's a verse in the Quran that says that a slave is only to be killed by a slave. So, for example, that if I, as a man, go and kill some random man's slave, then the punishment would not be applied upon me as the man. Now, let me pull up the verse one second.
Please do. Tell me to. But for that verse, yes, the scholars put in parentheses that slave is a disbeliever and the owner is a believer, and the owner is give out in charity in secret and in open.
Read 2:178.
He has has favor. So in that
Shut up. Who are you saying that to, Habibi?
Any of the hosts. Chapter 2, 178.
Yeah, Rashid, it's okay to like concede. It's okay to say, I don't know. I need to be educated on the subject matter. You don't know what you don't know. Like everybody, this is not my expertise, so I'm shutting the fuck up. You see how I'm doing it? I'm quiet because I'm learning. So it's okay to say, I don't know. This is his culture.
Oh, but sir, that's not the point. The point was you said that we brought that up to talk about the slaves, not whether or not God thinks giving people that have less than you something is good. That's the point. Is we brought that up for the slaves,
and that was the concept of that said verse which you brought up. That's why I mentioned it, because in that same verse it mentioned the reasoning why he was what's called best over him.
Sir, that's not why you brought that up. It has nothing to do with the reason.
Y'all brought it up, not me.
Exactly. We were talking about the slaves in the Quran.
Yeah, so
the slaves that the Quran mentions. When you said the Quran has nothing to do with slavery.
It what?
No, he said
never said that about it.
He said that the Quran doesn't, and he did. The Quran doesn't condone racism. It doesn't. These are the reasons, because we're going down the list.
He talks about
we're going down the
equality.
list of reasons why black people should be.
Your prophet did say.
Oh, don't do that, sir. Don't do that. Don't. I mean, because it's taking everything in me. I don't know if you know.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. You don't know. He don't know.
He don't know.
Verse 2, chapter 2, verse 178. It tells you that a free man is skilled for a free man, and a slave is skilled for a slave.
Yes,
I see that here. It says, Al-Baqarah. Did I read that right? Al-Baqarah, yeah. O believers, the law of retaliation is set for you in cases of murder. A free man for a free man, a slave for a slave, a female for a female. But if the offender is pardoned by the victim's guardian, the blood money should be decided fairly, and payment should be made courteously. This is a concession and a mercy from your Lord. but whoever transgresses after that will suffer a painful punishment. So essentially, a free man can basically murder a slave. Then
An
that's the
eye
case.
for an eye. That's like that entire verse said.
It is an eye for an eye.
An eye for an eye.
If you kill a slave, the person, if the master kills a slave, the free person does not get killed in retaliation. Only a slave can.
The female, the same thing.
Oh yes, a female is killed for a female. So if you kill a female, then the punishment is the woman. A woman is going to be killed, not you.
It's not Hammurabi's
That is
code. That's not an
crazy.
eye for an eye at all.
That's crazy. Wow.
Right.
So you
That's
can,
insane.
so Bar, you could scratch off number 2, baby. Go ahead.
We gonna
Literally an eye for an eye.
We gonna
We're
scratch
gonna
off
scratch off
number
number 2, bro. Like we're done. We can scratch. It's not eye for eye. It's not equality. Guy.
Like I said over an hour ago, we could scratch off number 2.
Number 2. We been gonna scratch that off.
Though. That's fine.
Hey, guy. We've already gone through the racism. M's already explained. And not only that, this verse clearly shows that there's no equality. So let's go over
And
scratch it
also,
off.
can you read this? One sec.
Yeah. Let me know.
I'm not.
Don't go nowhere. It's all right.
Man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be close to 3 hours.
We ain't even got to the 9-year-old yet. It's about to get bad for you.
yeah, it's about to get bad.
Read Bukhari. Read Bukhari 4557.
You said what now?
Bukhari 4557.
I don't know what you just said.
Bukhari 4557.
Bukhari 4557. Bukhari 4557.
Oh, Sahih Bukhari 4557. Prophetic commentary.
What chapter is that? Though?
I'm guessing it's a hadith. Am I
Oh,
right?
see, I don't speak Arabic, y'all, so I don't know what's.
I mean, it's easy to pretend. You just pretend to.
So that's a hadith. You saying?
Yeah, it says you true Muslims are the best people ever raised up for mankind. Basically, you're the best people for mankind.
Continue.
What is this called? Can you say? I'm sorry, man. My bad. Say it one more time.
It is Bukhari 4557.
Bukhari 4557. Make because there's a lot of different websites for it. Let me I'm just trying to find it.
You should find the complete one.
Yeah, I should. It says the verse, you true Muslims are the best people ever raised from mankind, means the best of peoples for the people as you bring them with chains on their necks till they embrace it. Oh,
shit. God damn it.
Are the best people raised up from mankind means the best of peoples for the people as you bring them with chains on their necks till they embrace Islam.
Ooh, that came down. Hey man.
What number is it?
Bukhari 4457.
4457.
Yeah, Bukhari. It's spelled
wait, is it
4HRII?
4557.
Damn it,
what?
where's your notebook, Bar? Fuck.
I wrote
4557.
Okay, shit. I put 4457. God damn it. So it's 4557. All right.
Yeah, Bukhari.
We're into the thick of it. We're in the sticky predicament. That guy. Don't run. Come off the teacup. You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. And Bukhari is spelled
We got to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. And Bukhari is spelled Bukhari.
Yes.
And it says it right here. You true Muslims are the best of peoples ever raised up from mankind, means the best peoples for the people as you bring them with chains on their necks till they embrace Islam.
I wonder what they mean by true Muslim. Anybody want to take a stab at? I shouldn't have said stab. Anyone want to take a jab at that? What do you think a true Muslim is, Church? Put it in the chat what you think a true Muslim is.
I got my hand raised. That means like somebody that's Arab, like somebody that's of that culture.
By the way,
I don't know.
The Prophet did say that the best of all mankind are the people of Yemen.
Where is Yemen? Where is Yemen located?
In Arabia.
Ooh, boy. on the
Also,
Arabian
Em,
Peninsula.
They're the
why are
best
you here?
humans.
Someone in the chat, I'm interested because I have a lot of hair, but somebody said, please mention the hadith about the black woman's unkept hair. Like if Rashid is going to propose that all black people need to be Muslim, like where does that, where do I fit as somebody who's, natural with a lot of hair on my head? Like what does the hadith say about black women's unkept hair?
Okay, well, first he mentioned.
Is your name M?
First of all, no one asked you. Your name is not M.
Is your name
Stay
M?
mute.
Respond.
Stay mute. It wasn't for you to respond to.
Volcy, it is Bukhari 709.
Bukhari 7039.
Is it Bukhari?
Yes.
Yeah, Bukhari.
Because I'm not. I don't speak Arabic. 7039.
Bukhari 7039.
Yo, I got a question, M. Yeah, okay, I just want to ask a question. So
look at Islam.
Hold on. So you do know that
Islam dipped.
Scholars literally.
M's got to answer my question first. I asked him about the unkept hair.
Yeah. Bukhari 7039. I'm finding it right now.
What was the question?
He or her?
Her. I don't
I'm about to let you. I'm about to let you
What
ask.
say about the unkept hair? Black women's unkept hair.
Yeah, this one is bad. The prophet said, I saw in a dream a black woman with unkept hair going out of Medina and settling in Mahai. I interpreted as a symbol of the epidemic of Medina being transferred to Mahai. Wow. So basically a black woman is a symbol of a disease, of an epidemic happening, going from Medina to Mahai.
And also black dogs, and black cats are like of the demons, and they see demons and they're unclean, etc.
Yeah, so that means we could have been crossed off number 2 a long time ago, just like Lord said. Just like she said, we could have been crossed off a long time ago.
He has a question for
He has a question for Ems, yeah.
Black dogs. Like what are you
let
saying,
him ask.
bro?
Let him ask your question to Ems. Go ahead.
Okay, bet. So the first verse that he brought that said "brung in chains." Do you not know that these scholars interpreted that as the captors of war after that they were defeated? That is speaking on it is the best of Muslims. That yes, they are the best of Muslims, and those people, those captors
Why
of
are you
war.
stumbling over your words?
Hold on, huh? I'm saying no. Those captors in chains, they will, unless they convert to Islam, yes, they are not among the best of humanity. So
that is not what is
if
being
you
said.
want to,
That is not what is being said.
Well, that's what actual scholars interpret it as, not you.
Name the scholar.
These people, that's fine.
Name the scholar.
Name the scholar, bruh. You have to calm down. Name the scholar.
Bet.
Relax your shoulders, as Chelsea said. Relax your shoulders.
He's gonna go look.
We ain't even got to the end. It get worse for you. It's all right.
Yeah, but you know what happened, y'all? This is the first time he's heard of what Ems is bringing up. So he had to do a really quick Google search in order to make some apologia for it. That's exactly what happened. Oh boy.
It's all right.
I'm about to be on for almost 3 hours. I gotta head out soon because my food came and I gotta eat.
I'm gonna get off too.
I think Daily is the last person here that we gotta talk to.
That'll be the last one. That'll be the last one.
Yeah, Daily will be the last one.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on y'all to finish.
Not a problem. Daily, let's.
Sorry, I was just gonna tell Bar real quick. We're not going up at 6. If you were wanting to stay on for a while, we're not doing it today.
What time y'all? Oh, y'all not doing the show at all?
We're not doing the actual show. She called me earlier, and I think we might do a topic later, but we're not doing the actual podcast because I can't be on camera. So.
Okay, that's fine. Cool. Say no more. All
right, cool.
So then, yeah, we'll. Okay.
I just want to make sure with Daily, 21, black person, Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite. Daily, you can get off mute.
But I'm doing something right now. I'll be here in like 3 minutes. My bad.
All right, cool. Not a problem. let's go ahead and wrap it up with Guy. Because we didn't even get to the end of his list yet.
We coming there. We coming to the after this. Only thing left after this is yeah. So go ahead.
I get a site, sir. M's on what it was speaking on, and like it only said the Ummah in general, but then
I thought he was giving us the scholar.
After that.
Yeah, who's the scholar? Let's give us the name.
I couldn't find it on the actual site, so
you're not going to find it because that is not an actual interpretation. If you want an interpretation for Al-Bukhari, I don't care about the site. You go to Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani in his book في شرح حديث صحيح البخاري. You can find it within that book, the actual interpretation by Ibn Hajar. You don't have to do all that. Just go to Ibn Hajar's book again. He's going to tell you the meaning of this hadith. And it doesn't just mean whatever
Ibn Hajar
shit you're
was
saying.
mentioned in that site. So.
All right, y'all. We got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. So we're gonna scratch that off. We're gonna scratch that off.
Guy. No. We're gonna scratch it off. We're gonna keep it moving. No. We're gonna keep it moving. What's next on this list? No, we're gonna keep it moving.
Stop coming off me.
What's the next thing on the list? We're going to keep it moving. What's the next thing on the list? Bar, please.
No, we don't concede. We scratched that shit off like we should have done an hour ago. No,
yeah. Should have done this an hour ago, bro. Bar, go ahead. What's the next one?
The next thing he said that I wrote down, it says the Quran has never been changed. That's what he said. And he said the Quran has never been changed. It is an original revelation that has always been uniform and
how does he know that?
That's what I was going to ask him.
What? So speak on it.
And I'm asking you, if you don't speak Arabic, how do you know that?
What do you mean speak Arabic? Okay, if someone with eyes can find a Quran from the first Hijri year or no century, then how do you need to speak Arabic to see that there are no physical changes from the Quran?
Except there is.
In those years.
And also, Again, except there is, because we have multiple different variants of the Quran today.
Variants, yes. As you know, of that.
No, stop interrupting him and let him finish. Go ahead, Ems.
We have different variants up until today, which say different things between one and the other. That is number one. Number two, when you go to the hadith, like Muslim 1050, it tells you that we have lost entire chapters of the Quran, which have been lost, the same size as chapter 9. When you go to Imam Ahmad, he has a hadith in which two Sahaba are talking to each other, mentioning the fact that we have lost a surah the size of Surah Baqarah, which is the biggest chapter in the Quran. And when you go to a hadith in Ibn Majah, it tells you verses about the stoning and the breastfeeding were eaten by a goat when it was behind the pillow of Aisha after the Prophet died. So you have multiple examples of the Quran losing and adding chapters.
Okay, so are you saying that in any point in time were those lost after the Prophet ﷺ himself compiled the entire Quran? Because yes,
it was lost after.
Okay, can you prove that in any form? Because he himself said that he took out certain things.
Sure,
but
this happened after his death.
By the end of his life, he gathered the actual companions who were still alive later on.
I'm telling you, this happened after his death. Verses were lost after his death.
Okay, so please show it, because
I
have no idea.
Go to Ibn Majah 1499.
Okay.
You said Ibn what?
Ibn Majah.
Ibn Najah 1499.
And how you spell that?
Majah.
Maja. Ibn Majah. Okay. Ibn Majah what?
1499.
Also, before we get into that, it's 189 people in here. Continue to tap the app, tap the screen, tapping is clapping. Whether you like the dialogue or not, you're in here, you're taking up space, you're taking up energy. So while you're here, please tap the app. The host has a gift though. Make sure that you try to support the host, support the people on the panel. If you feel like so moved to support Volcy and his channel, follow Volcy, follow Bar, follow Ariel, follow Hanji, follow Lords. I would recommend that you don't follow Rashid, that guy. Follow M's. Yeah, Ariel got kids to feed, grandkids to feed, but come on, y'all, support. There's a lot of education, free education we getting in here. Free education. Education costs money, and this is free.
Ain't no way Ariel got grandkids.
And I got grandkids out the ass. I got private school to pay for. Listen, it's all kind of shit going on over here.
Man.
Yo, M. We have a site that has the actual book. My bad. Yeah, because I couldn't find no site that had his book that was available online to like search up, or that part for $14.99.
You said you did say Ibn Majah 1499.
1944.
It's 1944.
19.
Okay, so that means okay. You said 1944.
Why y'all acting surprised in the comments? I know y'all think macaroni is my child. That's my grandchild. Okay, don't ask. I got grandkids everywhere.
Listen, macaroni. Don't take it. I just want y'all to know.
Listen, I'm gonna wake up with another bruise tomorrow.
Listen, he gonna go back by his grandmother. You gonna be running from them ghosts.
Is this am I supposed to be reading the chat? It says the chapters on marriage. That's what I'm supposed to be reading?
Chapter names are relevant. Like, don't even look at them.
Yo, M, I can't find it. So
okay, don't look at
Bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bar.
What's up?
What site are you on?
I don't know because I'm still looking for make sure I'm typing it in right. It's Ibn Majah 1944.
Najah, right?
It says the hadith discusses the abrogation of certain recited verses, right?
Yes.
So let me see. This is islamcity.org. Is that a good site?
Go to Sunnah. I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah, because that'll like some shit at the bottom. I don't know. Hold on. Slow it down. Okay. The site freezing. What the fuck wrong with these Muslims and they shit? Damn.
That's all because
Yo, M, I found it. So like, what are you saying that it means? Because it said that while the prophet was alive, he had it under his pillow. That verse.
Just a second. Have them read it, because I think you're not reading it correctly. Just have them read it.
Huh? I don't read it yet. I was
Did you
gonna
find
take
it, Volcy?
what I read. Huh?
Oh, I didn't even look
I
it
think
up
I found
because
it. Wait.
Yeah, because there's not a point I even care about. Because even if let's say it has never changed 1400 years, that means nothing. It doesn't make it true. So this is not a point I actually cared about. Which I wasn't looking it up. Yeah, I don't care
So
about
it says
yeah.
the verse of stoning and breastfeeding an adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came in and ate it.
Yep.
These verses were abrogated in recitation, but not ruling. Other hadith established the number for fosterage to be 5.
The context for this is that when God made like adoption illegal, so the prophet can sleep with his daughter-in-law. So what happened after that? Yeah,
my dog ate my homework basically.
It nullified a lot of fosterage or adoptions that people were having. So the adults who are living in homes now with mothers who've raised them can no longer live in those houses because adoption has been nullified. So the solution for that was the grown adults breastfeeding from their adoptive mother, so that they can become not allowed for each other anymore, and they come back into the family and the household.
Okay.
So these verses have been under the pillow of Aisha when the Prophet was still alive, and then when he died, they were preoccupied. So a goat came and ate those verses.
Okay, that's fine. She literally specifically said that it was under her pillow while he was alive,
and then he died.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, Rashad. I put you on mute for a reason. I want you to unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders, because it is okay. We've done a lot of review. Like, I'm learning so much. Like, I don't know anything, not too much on Islam at all. So I'm so grateful that we have Ings on the panel, but this is his culture. You cannot tell him this is how it's interpreted. That is how it's interpreted. He's more well-versed than you, and you keep making caveats for things that are very explicit. Like, it's okay to say, I didn't know
Especially
that.
because the last
Thank you.
time we asked him for a scholar, he couldn't give us one.
So now that we know that the Quran has been changed, we can scratch that off.
Yeah.
Wait. She interrupted me while I was speaking. Like, what are y'all, like, what is going on in his life?
Go ahead. You can finish responding.
Easily.
Aside from you're lying the whole fucking time, you tell us.
I never said one lie.
Go ahead and
You
respond.
have.
Finish responding. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so literally it said that it was under her pillow while the Prophet was alive. She said that they were going through so much confusion and all these things when he passed away that a goat came and ate it. So when the Prophet himself gathered all the companions, if he himself didn't add it onto the Quran and allowed it to be there, then it was never meant to be there
No.
all.
Habibi, no. This was in the Quran, Habibi. This was in the Quran according to Umar ibn Khattab. He said that where the verse of stoning and the verse of breastfeeding were in the Quran.
And it was abrogated.
They were abrogated by a goat.
Abrogated.
Yes, by a goat. A goat came and ate it.
No,
and
it
abrogated it.
wasn't. SubhanAllah. Yo, okay, M. So was Aisha one of the ones that the Prophet himself came to compile the entire Quran with? Was she among them?
Sure.
A large group, huh?
Sure.
No, she was not. She was
sure.
not.
Who did he go to then?
A large group. I cannot name every single one of them, but
Who's
like
in the large
I'm pretty sure
group?
it. Huh?
Who's in a large group?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure it included Zayd, Uthman,
Who's
but
Zayd?
I
Who's
can't
Zayd?
tell you.
Who the hell is Zayd?
I can't tell you each of each of their names, but you are saying this while simultaneously knowing the fact that the Prophet himself did not give these verses to everyone else, so therefore it was abrogated. Obviously,
He didn't give it. Wait. You said that he didn't give it to everyone else?
No. I'm saying when he came to by the end of his life to compile the entire Quran and gave them the order to put each verses in. So that's what I'm saying. So
Sure, then why did Umar al-Khattab say that the verses were in the Quran?
because multiple verses existed that was abrogated, and that's fine because
Sure.
it
But
was
at the
by him
time,
himself.
sure. Again, at this time of this narration, the verses were with Aisha, they existed, and then they were eaten by a goat.
What do you mean at this time? At the time that she narrated it, it was eaten by goats already, and it wasn't in the other compiled Qurans. Quran. So, like, what are you saying, brother? Because then
There was no Habibi, there was no compiled Quran at this time.
okay, so if she narrated it,
There is no Habibi.
Yes,
There is no
written, yes,
compiled.
yes.
There is no compiled Quran at that time.
I know written, yes, written down, but I'm pretty sure months later on there was during the time of Abu Bakr. So what I am saying is that when they memorized the entire Quran, the multiple people, they would have put that verse in because saying while he was alive, they would have if it wasn't abrogated. So it was obviously abrogated because of the fact that it was not given to them to put it and compile in as a verse or in any order.
How would they compile it in when the Prophet himself didn't compile the Quran? The Prophet never compiled the Quran.
Bro, I'm not saying physically. I'm saying, okay, he told them the order of each verse.
So you're saying So you're saying they didn't recite it. Wait, you're saying they didn't recite it, for example.
I never said that. I'm saying that the Prophet from himself never included it to them in the order.
No, he did. Which is why Umar ibn Khattab said that we used to recite it.
SubhanAllah. Okay, so
I agree, because your performance is abysmal.
So could they not used to recite it while the Prophet was alive?
They recited it while the Prophet was alive, yes.
Okay, so if not then it ever specified, then it was obviously abrogated, which it says in the Hadith. So it says in the Hadith that
it was abrogated. It was abrogated.
Why are you lying?
Wait. How am I lying? Where's the lie? Go ahead.
Because their entire claim is that it was changed, and I'm saying that it wasn't, but verses were abrogated while he was alive.
What do you think? Wait. So her having it under her pillow, and then him dying, and then her still having it under her pillow, that is her losing it while he was alive?
The goats ate it. Yes, that's fine.
After his death.
Yes, and if it wasn't abrogated, then the Prophet himself would have given that same verse to every other companion that had verses. Multiple people
which is why this is which is why we have a lot of different friends of the Prophet having the same specific narrations and verses given to them by the Prophet as Quran, and which is what they acted upon during their time. And even Umar al-Khattab said that after it has been removed, I want to include it back because people might forget that this is a ruling.
But he did not have the authority to do it, and he didn't.
He said he wanted to.
He said he wanted to, yes. So that's his personal opinion, and that's fine. He can have that. SubhanAllah.
I wanna, because this point is really, I mean, it has been changed still because the earliest Quran I actually learned this today, so it's nice I get to put this shit out. I just learned it today, but the earliest Quran manuscripts were written in what's called Rasim, R-A-S-M, and it did the earliest writings did not have consonants in it, and so the people who speak and write in Arabic today probably can't even understand the earliest Quran literature. So it literally, and you know, when you add consonants to words, some of those words' meanings can change. So you literally have Quran manuscripts that people today wouldn't even be able to read, wouldn't even know what these words mean. For example, the earliest sources I could find is a guy by the name of John of Damascus. They didn't refer to whoever this guy was. They didn't even call him like that word Muhammad. They didn't even call him that at first. He called the guy he was talking about Mahmed, M-A-H-M-E-D, and that word does not mean the same thing as the word Muhammad means. You see, because like I was telling you about those, when consonants get when consonants get added, meanings and definitions of words can change, and so we see that the Quran has been changed. It has changed. They literally added consonants to the fucking language because they were trying to, you know, basically people who could not read and write Arabic. It's kind of like what the Greek did with the. It's kind of like what the my bad. You know, it's kind of like what the Greek did with the Torah. You know, you translate it in your language for the masses, but when you translate it using a different script or a different dialect, meanings of words change. And the Quran is no different from that. What was you about to say, Ems?
I was going to say that even today we have multiple different variations of the Quran.
Yeah. Well, Bar,
Go off on who?
respond to you.
Rashid. Like, you have to calm down. You acting like you 16 years old. You tantruming on this panel. Like, these people, the hosts, M's, are able to talk to you, go back and forth with you for a very, very long time and try to get you to understand what's actually in the Quran, trying to get you to understand etymology, all of these things. And you're appropriating the culture that is not your own. You understand that they went down the list and talked to you about it. Like, what are you still contentious and upset about? What are you still upset about? You don't need to respond. All you got to do is listen.
No, but that guy, are you saying this is not a debate? Are you saying that there are not multiple variations?
Yes.
You're saying that there are not multiple variations. What is the source?
Meanings. Different meanings.
No, what are you saying? Are you saying that there are not multiple variations?
Different meanings, yes.
No, sir. I'm asking you, are you saying that there are not multiple variations? Can you give me an answer to only the question I'm asking?
I can, yeah. Okay. There are 7 that was revealed to the Prophet.
So are there multiple variations?
In meaning, no, but in
meaning, yes. No, in meaning, yes. In meaning, yes. In meaning, yes. In meaning, yes.
Okay.
In meaning, yes.
Give me one verse. Please do. One verse that means 2 different things in the different qira'ats. So 2 different things.
Qira'at, not qaryat. Qaryat is literally just villages. So, okay. So just don't performatively speak Arabic.
Okay, but yeah. Please give me one that means that.
For example, again, in Hafs and Warsh, when you go to Al-Zukhruf 17 and 18, the same verses are actually misplaced in the actual Quran because one is pushed down. So verse 17 here is actually verse 18 here. And when you read them, one says, وَالْمَلَائِكَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عِنْدَ الرَّحْمَنِ وَالْمَلَائِكَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ. One says عِنْدَ, one says عِبَاد. عِنْدَ means with, عِبَاد, slaves. However, those the same meaning.
Read the actual verse. What do you mean?
I have.
Why giving singular words?
No, I said وَالْمَلَائِكَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ.
Translate it, please.
Again.
Or give it to me.
I said Al-Zukhruf. You don't know how to look at Al-Zukhruf up? In Warsh.
I can look it up. Would it tell me the numbers?
Depends on the version of the Quran. If you're reading version Warsh, it's going to be 17 or 18. And if you're reading Warsh, I think it is 17. And Hafs, it is going to be 18.
What chapter?
Al-Zukhruf. How many times should I say it?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I know, Voss. I know. So the Quran has different variations, and the original Qurans are written in a script that they don't even use.
Please shut the fuck up. The fuck is wrong with you?
I think he's a child, to be honest.
I don't think he's not a fucking child. He's a rude bastard. That's what the fuck he is. He's an adult that don't give a fuck about that don't know how to converse with a motherfucker. He ain't satisfied to a bitch calling him out his name. That's the only time he shut up. He ain't no fucking child. He's an adult that need his ass kicked. That's what the fuck needs to happen.
Oh boy. W Lords. Okay. Tap the screen till we get to 200K. And then the comments get turned back on.
We ain't turning them back on until we get there.
Until we're 200K. All right, so
y'all niggas cook.
Hey, man, like let's just please move on, bro.
Let's move.
The Quran has been changed. Okay, let's move on. All right, so perfect religion for seeking guidance. All right, and then he ran.
Yeah.
I dropped him because we've been up here with this motherfucker for too long. He's stupid. Yeah. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know that the definition of vary is a fucking change, bruh. You cooked.
Very easy.
You don't know Arabic. You running all the Arabic words together so nobody can understand what you're saying because you don't know fucking Arabic.
Literally said he spoke a song. I've never heard that before, ever in life. I've never heard it, not even from toddlers.
Damn, I can't do my gift goal when the comments off. What the fuck going on?
Yeah, when the comments off, you can't do gift goal.
Oh no, hold up, then we must.
Nah, let's get the 200K. Y'all better tap that screen. Let's get 200K. Get to that 200K, y'all. Please, send some roses. Yeah, we almost at the 200K. We almost there.
There's a snake in my bed.
him on his CV saying that I speak English, I speak Arabic, I speak Michael Jackson, I speak. That's just him. Apparently.
Y'all gift the panel too. Gift the moderators and the co-hosts as well, man.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson is crazy.
Because no, for real, he did say that. He said if you recite the words of a.
He spoke a song. He said he spoke a damn song.
That's not how that works.
It's not.
Not at all how
That's
it
why
works.
he can
Not
speak
at all.
Arabic, because he spoke a song.
Oh wow!
Completely insane. All right, Daily. I think you're going to be our last one, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, make sure to tap that screen so we can get back to 200K and put the comments back on. Tap, so we can get back to the 200K. And I mean, so we get 200K and put that and get the comments back. Keep tapping that screen. Keep gifting that panel. If you're watching over from the Black Atheist Coalition, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. If you want to join on a debate, you have to join in on TikTok because we're on our phones today. If you're watching me from Volcy Thoughts, once again, I appreciate you. You can go ahead and come on in. If you have TikTok, you can join us. The link is pinned. If you're watching us from Deconstruction Junction, once again, we appreciate y'all over on Deconstruction Junction. Link is pinned. You have to have TikTok to join. And if you're watching us over on Bar's channel, Black Atheist Rants, he just dropped an album. Go ahead and stream that. We need more atheist rap because I'm tired of Jesus saved my life and everybody is mad at me because I worship a sky fairy. I'm tired of that type of rap. I'm tired of Christian rap.
Get that
it's
devil
very
music in your
boring.
spirit, nigga. Get that devil music in you. Come on.
This is the thing about that I don't like about Christian rap. It's boring. Okay, it's so boring.
Jesus
it's the
Christ,
same.
Save my life. Yeah, nigga, shut up.
It's the same shit over and over again. Just like what you're saying, Bar. Jesus saved my life. I love Jesus. Everybody mad at me that I love. It's the same shit over and over and over again. So boring. Shake some ass. I talk about the booty gospel.
Shake some
All
ass
my
is crazy.
Jezebels. Yeah, there's a couple songs on there that might, you know what I'm saying, might get to moving. So go ahead.
It's like the ass and crush your lips. Yo, hey,
I mean, can y'all Christians, for real, man, can y'all Christians talk about something else other than everybody mad at you being Christian? Because no one cares about that. This is why I like Lecrae. Lecrae actually does something way different than every other Christian rapper. I'm tired of y'all.
I mean, it's all the same. Me and Jesus riding on a bike. That's when that nigga saved my life. It all be the same. They always somewhere where nobody ever is, and always in a quiet place. Nobody never knows. Nobody ever sees this. It be some secret shit between them and Jesus. And instead of them keeping it between them and Jesus, they want to let every fucking else know. We don't care.
Oh, bad. All right, let's get to Daily, y'all. Daily, are you back?
Man? Yeah.
Christian, Muslim, Black, Hebrew, Israelite.
I worship Yeshua.
Are you black?
No, I'm mixed.
Are you mixed with what?
I'm Lebanese with Caucasian.
Okay, Lebanese with
so why should black people that you are not a part of? Why should we be black Christian Muslim or BHI?
He said he believe in Yeshua, right?
Okay, why should we do that?
Yeshua.
Why should black people do that?
Well, because black people are one of the biggest religions for Christianity in the entire world. The Ethiopians. Before Christianity was in America, it was in Ethiopia.
Not the Ethiopians, please.
Sir, we're not, sir.
Lords, listen. I'm gonna tell you, Lords. You know he stayed up here this whole time because he thinks Ethiopia is about to shut this shit down. That's what he thought. That's why he stayed up here this whole time because he thinks Ethiopia is about to shut this shit down.
No, but what does
Islam.
Ethiopia, what does Christianity being in Ethiopia before America have to do with black people should be Christian, Muslim, or BHI? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, Christianity is a world religion. It's very different from Islam. Islam's for their own people. It's not for everyone.
Okay, no, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
Fine. It's just like
all
you
of
asked
it
me a
is
question,
bullshit.
that's just what I thought.
Listen, hold up. All of it is bullshit. So what does Ethiopia have to do with the black people being Christian, Muslim, or Black Hebrew Israelite?
Well, that's what you said. It's just a world religion. It's good for all types of people.
No, tell us how.
Well, the morals, the things that it teaches you, the 10 Commandments. I'd say statistically, it's also proven that if you want to bring up something like, okay, that guy said they commit more adultery when they're Christian. That's not true. I looked that up. That's not true at all.
Okay, so listen. So let's talk about some of these morals in the Bible.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Leviticus 25:39 through 46. Can we talk about that?
So the Bible was taking place in the Roman
No,
period.
sir. Let's talk about these
That's
morals.
the context of
Let's
Leviticus.
talk about
Don't move. What does
Leviticus
Leviticus
25:39 through 46. Let's talk about that, right? That is where God lays out his plan for his people in that they cannot be slaves, right? But people from other nations can. What can I learn from God's morals in that passage, in those passages?
I'm not a scholar on Leviticus. I wouldn't know.
Okay, so you don't know what I could learn there. What about
No.
Exodus? What about Exodus 21, 20 through 21?
What about Revelation?
No. What about, no, you said we can learn morals, right? That's what you
But
said.
how are you going to force me into
Sir,
your knowledge
listen,
field?
I didn't know
morals,
you could
sir,
be a scholar in morality. That's crazy as fuck.
yes, morals has to do with right and wrong, right? Wouldn't that be laid out in the law, statutes, and commandments?
I can talk now? Okay, finally, whole crowd been muted. It's always funny when people do this in these calls.
Sir, listen,
I don't know
morals
anything about
has to do
Leviticus.
with morals has to do with right or wrong, right?
Did
Wouldn't
God
I
teach you
learn
to do
that?
what his people did?
Wouldn't I learn that from God's laws, statutes, and
You
commandments?
completely ignored my question. You just dodged that.
No, because
Did
you're not
God tell
answering
everyone
mine.
on the planet to do what his people did in Leviticus?
Listen, wouldn't I learn that from God's laws, statutes, and commandments, what's right or wrong?
Of course, 100%.
Okay, so Exodus 21, 20 through 21 says that if you beat a slave and he dies within a couple of days, you will be punished.
Mm-hmm.
But if he hangs on for a couple of days, like if I beat him on Monday and he dies on Friday, then nothing will happen because the slave is my property. What morals can I learn from that?
That the Roman Empire, which the Bible was written in, is very bad. And
Okay, this is incorrect.
The Bible wasn't
Written in the Roman Empire.
What?
That was the Roman Empire.
Oh, wait, no, Daily, incorrect. The verses that she's talking about, incorrect, Daily. The verses she's talking about are in Exodus. And then in those Exodus verses, I appreciate the gifts, y'all. In those Exodus verses, they were not in the Roman Empire, at least not yet.
The Roman period, which dominated the whole world. Even before,
But that's still incorrect. Exodus was not. That's still incorrect. Exodus is before Rome rose. Exodus was around the time of the Egyptians, not the time of Rome.
And if that's the case, then why should we follow it?
Well, because it's just telling you about what those people went through.
If you think it was adulterated by Rome, again, answer my question. Why should we follow?
That doesn't say anything about what God's teaching the people. That's the stories that took present at that time of the
Sir,
Bible.
I am asking you if you think
You read
that
John. What is John telling you?
Sir, if you think that all of this was adulterated, right? Because John would have been in Roman rule. If you think it was adulterated by the Romans, why should we follow him?
You don't answer my questions. I can't have a discussion. You won't answer anything.
Sir,
What did
John,
Leviticus tell you from
Sir,
God to do?
John would have been during Roman rule.
God's
If you
again, you just won't
believe,
answer. I'm trying to have a discussion. but you're-
Hey, I'm sorry. Can I press pause real quick? I do apologize, Eric. I do apologize, Lords. Daily. This is what's happening here, okay? If Lord just asks you a question, you just can't ignore that question and ask another question of a completely unrelated topic. That's not how discussions work, bro.
That's
We
deflection.
can have a back and forth discussion. Hold on, Daily. We can have a back and forth discussion, but if she's asking you a question, then please let's address that first. Then you can ask your question to make more clarification. But she can't ask you about why is the car red and you're talking about why is the apartment colored blue. You can't do that. It has nothing to do with why the car is red. Nothing to do with the tea in China. So she asked you a specific question about why should we follow this if you think it was written under, if it was adulterated by the Romans, etc. I'm sorry, Lord, I boggled your question. Can you ask your question one more time, please, so we can get back on track? Go ahead.
No, that's my question. If you think the Romans adulterated it, why would you point me to John? Because that would have been during the time the Romans were in charge.
What do you think the Bible teaches you? Like, you think just because
answering questions with questions.
I'm answering the question. I don't understand her perspective of the.
That was literally the question for you. You told us about fucking morals, and they asked you which ones and what do we learn from this, and you skipped over that. And now she's asking you what do we learn from this, and you're trying to go to fucking John. You're not answering the question. And you've been sitting up here for a long ass time. So unless you are ready to go, because I know Volcy is, just answer the fucking question.
Okay, ask it again. Let me listen and see if it makes sense.
Jesus Christ.
You're saying that the Romans adulterated things. If that's the case,
I never said that. What
and you're referring me to John.
Wait, what are we talking about? When did I say that?
Can we happens when you can't track your conversation?
Okay. We're
We're
gonna try this one more time.
I know we don't.
We're gonna try this one more time. We're going to try this one more time. So daily, when we were bringing up the when Lord's bring up when you said that this book is moral or whatever, or you get morals from it, Lord's brought up the fact that there's slavery, rules for slavery, and beating your slaves. Then you said that's happened under the Roman times. It didn't, but your entire criticism of that is that this happened during the Roman times, and because of those Roman times, we shouldn't be following these because it's telling you what was immoral around those Roman times. Then you brought up John. John is in those Roman times. So why should we follow John then? Because it was in those Roman times.
I can't make a point. Y'all don't let me speak long enough. I get 10 words and y'all cut me off and mute me and say, that's not what we were talking about. And then I can't.
Can you just fucking answer both?
It's all right. Let me tell you something.
All right. He's
A
got a
dick
time.
ain't worth
We just
a
did. We
nickel
just did
in
it again.
Chinese money.
He's got
A
a
dick
time.
ain't worth a nickel in Chinese money. It is not attached to no fucking man.
Did I talk now? Can I have more than 5 seconds, please, to say something? So it's perspective. That's where the Bible comes from. It's perspective of an event happening. You're learning the Bible through perspective. John, you're learning about John's perspective, and he's telling you what he saw in the events that were going on during that period. That's what John is. That's why it's called John. You're reading about his perspective.
Daily. We get it. We get it. We understand that it's all about perspective.
Leviticus.
Daily. You need to daily. I'm sorry, Lord. I'll let you go. I'm sorry, but daily. Listen, we get that. Okay, we get that it's written through perspective. Hold on. Yes, it's written through perspectives. That does not mean that it's true, nor does it mean that it's moral. We're gonna bring up Leviticus 25:44 again, where the God of this Bible says that these people can have slaves. So if we're going to take morals from this Bible, and the God of this Bible is saying that slavery is all good and well, are you going to say that slavery is not moral?
During that time period, it was. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay, so during that time period, slavery was okay. When did that change?
It never did. Slavery has been very popular, even through the Roman period. 25%.
Okay, so slavery because God didn't think it was okay for His people.
Who is His people? Say it again. What was His people's name?
The Israelites. He didn't think it was okay.
So what were
for
the
them.
Israelites doing during the Leviticus? What were they doing? What was the whole?
They weren't doing anything. Actually, they weren't doing anything during Leviticus because he had just
Moloch
them,
Baal, worshiping false gods. 50 years.
They weren't doing anything. He had just gotten them out of Egypt. They hadn't had a chance to do anything yet. He had just gotten them out of Egypt. Right? So
I mean, he already showed that he's a piece of shit because he said that slavery is fine.
But he's not black, so I don't know why.
True. You're right.
The bitch ain't black.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's white and Lebanese. The fuck? What you think he gonna say? The bitch is Danny Thomas.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, you're right, Lord. Yeah, of course, he's fine with it.
Are y'all scholars? Usually wait, are y'all scholars?
Are you?
We are.
I am.
Yes.
Oh no, I am. I'm a
No,
scholar.
I'm not a scholar. No. I'm
Yeah, I'm a scholar of your mom. That's what I'm a scholar of. But yeah, so you already showed that you're
Did
a
the black
shit.
bald dude just say that with no hairline? Wait, hold on. The bald nigga just said.
Why the fuck would he?
He just used the N-word. Go ahead and drop him.
Why would a bald nigga have a hairline, you stupid bitch? I've been waiting to cuss one of y'all dumbass out all fucking day. Dumbass niggas. This bitch lost the plot of what the fuck he was talking about in the first. Y'all are fucking
the monkeys.
Yeah,
not the monkeys.
Yeah, we are monkeys, and your mom loves to suck our dick. Yeah, go ahead and get off.
Surprised how much Arabs are racist with blacks.
No way.
Oh no, Jay, we know.
What did you
We
say?
know.
What did he say?
He said you'll be surprised how racist Arabs are against black people. We know, Jay. We know.
Nigga, when he said he's from Lebanon, I was
You
like,
know what's so funny? You could be racist for black people, but bitch, you running for your fucking life because nobody wants you in their country.
Literally.
America doesn't. Nobody. You can't even go. You too busy cleaning the sand out your ass. Refugee camp to refugee camp to fucking refugee camp. Imagine being anti-black, bitch, and you ain't got a permanent home.
Insane.
Raised up to be a
You
missile.
should be fighting because the bitches you should be fighting against with the motherfuckers you should not like be bam powing y'all fucking house every week.
Y'all mamas raising missiles is crazy.
Bam pow in your house every week.
The motherfuckers you should be mad with. That's not black people doing that.
That's the colonizers
We're
doing that. You
on
should
a
be mad
ship
at us.
in our favorite rocket ship. Going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Who said that your mama raising missiles? That's fucking up.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Mm-hmm.
You anti-black, but y'all are never anti-white. But you can't be anti your mama.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all never anti-white, and those the motherfuckers clam powing and got y'all living in refugee camps and shit. It's stealing y'all oil, it's stealing y'all uranium and shit. It ain't black people.
Talking about weapons of mass destruction. They meant y'all.
I'm just glad he got to say what he wanted to
The
say.
individual.
I suppose what Christianity taught. So that's a real Christian force.
Case by case study here.
He was itching to get that out though.
He was interested to drop that N-word.
That's
We
the
know.
reason why he stayed on the panel. He wanted to say something. He wanted to say that.
You know all the kind of shit that used to happen in Lebanon when the fuck I was growing up?
Ooh.
Them hoes ain't used to do the U.S. a motherfucking thing. And still don't. You bitches still scared. You bitches still scared of these white folks over here.
Look, this bitch, he is the request.
He's in the request. He's in the request. No, that's a word, Lords. That's a word. Because I've been
You
wondering,
could be
like,
anti-black though. But you could be anti-black. Them bitches coming over there, removing y'all leaders, giving y'all new constitution, doing all kind of shit. Y'all ain't said a fucking thing about that. They don't like y'all leader, they take that nigga out. That's what they do. They don't like him, they take him out and give you a new one. Y'all don't, they don't respect y'all autonomy, but y'all mad at black people.
They done mind y'all. They done framed y'all for some shit that they orchestrated and blamed y'all. Y'all don't hate them.
Blamed us. Like slurs. Now y'all want to complete.
Y'all don't even hate them.
There's something wrong with y'all. Y'all like drama.
We know 9/11 was an inside job. But who had to?
No, it's so crazy to me. Not for real. What I'm just saying is so crazy to me. It's them. It's the colonizers that be fucking up the Middle East, fucking up East Asia. But you talk to Japanese people, you talk to Arab people, they hate black people. Like, what the fuck we did to y'all?
They came there and boom piled y'all shit so bad that they still got silhouettes of the people they boom piled in the 40s on the fucking concrete steps. And y'all anti-black.
Mind you, Islam didn't become the religion of peace until after 9/11. Y'all had to come out with a whole slogan campaign. Y'all niggas had to campaign for Islam. They had the campaign for Islam after 9/11, which was an inside job, and y'all hate us. It's crazy work.
Y'all know when companies do some terrible shit and then they take one letter out their name or they change the C to the K and then they change their colors and their mascot. They had to rebrand that shit.
That's what the WWE did. They went from WWF to WWE. Yeah.
That is crazy to me that you anti-black and the white people fucking y'all up every which
to this day,
y'all every way but motherfucking loose, bitch.
To this day, man.
But y'all anti-black. That's crazy.
It's insane.
Y'all ain't fight. Y'all fighting against Trump's regime, not black people. Just so y'all know, we ain't did shit. We don't even give a fuck about y'all, bro. We don't lose no sleep about no Iranian, no Lebanon. We don't. And see, people over here asking us how we feel about y'all situation. Ain't nobody going over there and asking them. Ain't no free black Americans. They ain't got that going on over there. Ain't no I'm pro. They don't get asked questions like that over there. Niggas, and you know, I'm not here to advocate for anyone's slaughter, demise, or none of that stuff. But all I'm saying is niggas, we hollering free Palestine and not free Congo. Niggas don't even know what's going on in the Congo. What is you niggas don't even know what a Congo at on a map, gang.
I was just gonna say that. And absolutely free Palestine, but y'all gotta stop acting like everybody
100%.
And they ain't doing that for us.
They doing that for us. Free Congo
are you
and
anti-black when a black person ain't never did you a motherfucking thing?
Nothing.
You and y'all motherfuckers be running. I saw a bitch taking wedding pictures and had to run because of the boom pow. She taking y'all don't even rebuild y'all buildings no more because y'all like fuck it, they gonna boom pow that motherfucker up anyway. But you're mad with black people. That is fucking crazy.
They mad at
Guys,
us.
I just wanted to I'm so sorry, Bar.
You good.
But there's
you
something I've not been able to talk about anywhere just yet, but it's South Africa, right? And right now, South Africans have done a mass exodus on everybody that is not South African. Everybody who is from every surrounding African country who has propped up their economy for years since apartheid, right? And they have been doing a number on Black people that surround their nation and have propped anyone that had a business, Ghanaians, Zimbabweans, Nigerians, everybody else. And now what these white people who actually had about 90% stake on the land ownership of that fucking country since apartheid, those people have now said, oh, they used South Africans' xenophobia to now change the law in order to take over, and they now want their own state. White people in South Africa now want Black people to not have shit again. And these are the same people that would come up here like McCoy and fucking all these other bullshit people that come up here hanging on to Christianity when these Christian motherfuckers don't give a fuck about them.
Hanging on to Christianity and also hanging on to anti-blackness too.
Anti-blackness.
And hanging on to anti-blackness too. And you let them motherfuckers come in where the fuck you at and take it over.
And they hug them, Lord. Do you know what we used to? They hug them.
They move into your place and rename that bitch Johannesburg. Who the fuck is Johan?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
They named your shit the South African Krugerrand. Who the fuck is Krugerrand?
Nicole, welcome to the club.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I will drop. I don't mind fucking.
Before you go, Nicole, I'm sorry. Just before you go, I gotta run out of here, y'all. I'm starving, and I've been sitting for a while. I gotta get up and walk around. Just shout out to everybody here. I appreciate y'all. Gift up the panel. I think they're gonna go on for about maybe another hour, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, y'all. Shout out to Hanji, Ariel, Lords, Annie, Nicole, and Statham, I think your name is. Shout Stathium, there we go. Shout out to all y'all, right? I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me here. I'm gonna go ahead and say good night. Love y'all. Make sure to follow me. This week is gonna be my religion week. Last week I was on politics. This is gonna be my religion week. So come by Thursday through Saturday. I'm gonna be talking about why should I believe in a God? No evidence for a God, but we will see y'all soon. And I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. All right.
Love you, Volcy.